Good morning, everyone. Hey, Sonic? Hey, Nero? How you doing this morning? Me? I've been up since... I had my alarm set for, 6, actually. But, I guess I got up a little too early. And I got up at 3:30 my time this morning. I think Xenoblade 3 might end up being my game of the year despite some flaws. Oh, that's good. Have been busy do my new job for the game store, Cali Games. Oh, nice. Is it one of like a ma and pa, like, I'm not familiar with Cali Games. Is it like a retail kind of thing, or like what is it? And then let me undeafen myself on Discord. All right, you're undeafened, Delta. Hello. Oh well. We lost Delta. No. Yes, a mom and pop store. Oh, nice, cool. I assume it's like is it like old game console repairs, old game sales, like a play and trade kind of thing. So glad that Square Enix gave up its Western fat. Yeah, I'm pretty happy it got rid of those studios too. Yes, for all that stuff. Nice. Nice. So today's obviously the direct. I made a community post on the channel for it, but just to say again here for anyone watching, I originally wasn't going to stream this. Just I don't know. I don't know. I just was like, well, oh, that's Clay. Hold on, let me add him to the chat. I'm in a group DM.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I was just in a
Oh, that's fine.
group chat with Delta, and then I think like when I was out making coffee, so
Yeah,
but I'm back now.
I had to order coffee. Like my dad was like furious at me because he was like, "Why'd you Uber coffee like for $5 and you gave the guy like a $20 tip or something?" I'm like, I am very tired, Dad. I haven't slept at all like for almost 2 days. I need this coffee, man. It's slowly keeping me alive right now. Make sure. Okay, it's all good. After all the radio towers.
All right. I am back.
Good. Let's see. Someone said, "Oh, I do hope they do the Wonder Woman game." I was like, "What?" Oh yeah, that game.
The Wonder Woman game.
Yeah, the one DC's working on. Apparently, like they might include some kind of nemesis system in it, which I guess would make sense.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 people doing a.
Okay, can y'all hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, for some reason my mic was acting up.
Oh.
I'll have to keep an eye on that throughout the stream.
It's okay.
Great. That's one thing I gotta worry about now. How's the audio balancing on your guys' end in the chat? Can you hear everyone okay?
Hopefully they can.
I hope
Yeah,
so.
I think everybody's okay.
It's a never-ending struggle with the audio balancing. It's fine
know.
so far. Okay, cool. Square Enix was not very good at being a Western company. Yeah, really. I heard nothing but good things.
The Twitch version.
Yeah. Also recently got a Switch OLED, huge upgrade from my pre-late 2019 Switch. This is my one mid 2019. That's nice. That's pretty cool. 9th gen has been extremely slow. Yeah, it has. I still have my Switch from when I got it fall 2017 when Odyssey came out.
Nice.
I still have that. It's definitely showing its age, but it works just fine. Still, I'm not in any rush to go get a new model or anything like that. But I don't know. What are y'all hoping to see at this?
I said before on Twitter that like as long as like at least the general populace I guess is happy of like, oh, this is a game you like, and then everyone's happy, and then oh, here's a game that this person likes, and then like, oh, well, I meant to say, yeah, oh, this specific game, oh, people happy on that side. Then it goes on and on and on, and then about at least 8 out of 10 times people will like this. Like that's at least that's how I usually like these like mini conferences kind of thing. As long as at least 85% of the audience is happy, then I consider it a success.
Yeah. Played the Switch port of Klonoa. Oh, nice. It was great. Glad to hear it. Anyone get the chance to play Klonoa Collection on any systems? No, I haven't yet. That's one that I'm waiting on just because I'm playing other stuff right now. But I'm excited to get around to it. Because I like Klonoa. I've never played the second one, but I've always liked the first one.
Yeah, that was like the man, like everyone in my school when it came out like in Blockbuster, like renting it, it was like everyone was like, "Man, you gotta play this game," and I never played it. I was like, I just didn't get the appeal of it personally. I was a dumb kid. I never got for some reason I never got the appeal of most things until like it's weird, right? Like I'm not saying I was a dumbass. I'm saying that like you had to put it in my hands and then play it. I guess not play it, but you know what I mean. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
you do this and you do that, and I'm like, and then I got hooked into it. You know, it's
What do
like,
you think, Delta?
oh,
Oh, what?
Like what they could show?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm still expecting something unexpected. They usually try to pull something out that either nobody thinks of or I don't know. I still think Zelda is probably 100% something Zelda related is going to happen. I feel like they've had so much time with just with Breath of the Wild and any news because we're kind of lacking it.
I hope they don't do that thing like they did the last time with Zelda, where they are like, "Oh, here's a Zelda Game and Watch." And it's like, okay.
Oh my god,
And,
I hope not.
And like they announce all this like other Zelda shit that it's like guys, I don't
use Zelda OLED.
I don't care. I'm sorry. I just don't care.
I just hope it's not. It's like it's not something that like. Remember the last conference we watched? I really hope it's not that moment again. No. It's like, man, because like first, like when we watched, like if I remember, of course, the last Nintendo Direct, or maybe the last one. Again, you got mad over the Kingdom Hearts Cloud
Oh my
stuff.
god.
Yeah, the Cloud
And then
was so
and
bad.
then the Kojima
so
reveal from the
bad.
other thing.
Oh
Yeah,
my
and you were like,
god.
"What the fuck, Kojima? Stop wasting my time on this." Okay, wait, yeah. Someone said like, "What's Nintendo Direct?" I'm like, "Wow, that's a new one." Okay, so
What's
real quick,
Nintendo Direct?
yeah, if I would explain it, Nintendo Direct is like think of it like kind of their own mini E3 conference. That's
Yeah.
basically what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? And like usually it's again, like I said, it's mini. So at the most, if we're lucky, they do 40 to 60 minutes. At the least, they usually do about 20 to 30 minutes. That's usually how long these mini conferences last.
Yeah, this will be 40 minutes, so this is going to be a big one.
Yeah, so
Thank God.
this direct is 40 minutes.
Waste my time.
The state of play is 20 minutes, I heard.
Yeah, there's only gonna be 10 games at that one, but again, I won't. I forgot. I won't be able to stream it just because I've got a really like big family thing to take care of. But
yeah,
I'll record my thoughts on it later. I'll do a live reaction. I just hope no one sends me stuff that's like, oh hey, this thing happened, that thing happened. I'm like, I'm just gonna like turn my internet. I'm gonna turn my Wi-Fi off on my phone.
It's like
Go away.
I know it's like keep your excitement because like again, like yeah, sometimes like us YouTubers and Twitch streamers, it's like guys, we know, but you know, I'm not saying react, but like we want to like get that first time experience, some
Right, yeah.
sensation, you know.
Last question before the. What are my 2 cents on the fucking
Oh, okay,
Saudi
there we go.
prince buying SNK, another minority? Yeah, it's awful. I have more of a problem with that than I do with Tencent buying things, honestly. Just the last question before the, because it's about to
Okay,
start pretty
no
soon.
no offense, Cocaine. Like you're saying, like, are you telling me it's like, oh, is this their first Nintendo Direct? Like, nah, bro. They've been doing this shit. Wait, Razor, help me out. They've been doing this shit for how long? They've been doing Nintendo
2012,
Directs? Yeah, so
2011,
they've been doing this for
2012.
almost 10 years.
They're
Yeah,
the
they've been
king.
doing these.
They're still the kings of it.
Yeah, they've been doing these directs since like, and I'll say though that Sony is definitely almost second tier. Sometimes, not all the time, but
Yeah.
you know,
Xbox doesn't really have anything.
some of their state of plays have been like, oh my god, like
Xbox has like 2 things. Xbox either has the annual showcases,
it's all good,
or
Cocaine.
it's
It's not
got
your bad.
the
Well, you didn't know
those
You
awful
didn't know.
like Twitch sponsored stuff that are just awful.
Is it playing for you
let's
guys
see.
already?
Okay.
Yeah,
Here we go. Here we go.
And this
Again-
isn't a third-party exclusive one either, so this
No.
is gonna have anything or everything.
Big one.
Yeah,
An actual
and
big
most
one.
of these, and they said most of these are coming out like I think
live on
December,
the continent of
January,
Ilios.
February, like the winter.
4
Winter
realms
times.
surrounding a holy land at its center.
Fire Emblem right off the bat, I'm thinking.
Yeah, probably Fire Emblem.
1,000 years
They do
ago,
it a lot.
our lands endured
It's
Yeah,
usually
they
the
always,
first
they always have to
cool.
do
Fell
Fire
dragon.
Emblem.
We called upon heroes from other worlds to aid us. Heroes known as emblems.
What's this?
Yeah,
With
Fire
them,
Emblem.
the
Yeah,
warriors
it's
of
Fire
our
Emblem. Yeah,
nation
'cause
fought
I
as
recognize
one.
Roy when I
In
see
the
him.
end,
Yep,
we
there we
were
go. If that
victorious
was a
in
Fire
defeating
Emblem.
and imprisoning the Fell Dragon.
Honestly, I need to play one of these
In the
games. That
years
they actually
since,
do look pretty
our
fun.
world has been safe.
They've
Now,
I wish I could get into them, but the gameplay
binding
just is never my
weakens.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just not a super strategy guy. Just kind of like my
Yeah,
action
neither am
games
I.
more.
Like,
I
this
could
is a
get-
new mainline game.
Yeah, I get something like what is it, Super Mario RPG? That kind of stuff is cool because like the way they do it, the structure is nice. But this one's like, again, I'm not a strategy guy. But then
Yeah.
when they try to do action games, right, all they do is just like rip off Dynasty Warriors. I'm sorry.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what they do.
Sorry for that.
Man,
I
has-
forgot to hit the record button just in case they announce anything cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wonder what this is. They have
yeah,
like half
what's the
characters
Cocaine
running
says
around.
it looks beautiful. I'm like, well, hold on. It ain't the game yet. There's just kind of cutscenes, so you know.
Awake, yeah?
1,000 years? That's how long I've been asleep.
What are those horrible things?
Oh God.
If I'm
Oh, you're not. Oh, there we go. There's the gameplay.
Yeah, they're already
Oh,
doing
that's
a new
pretty
mainline one.
Okay,
Huh.
I'll give it credit. That's pretty impressive for a
That's pretty cool.
fire up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I can almost remember. But
Kind of. You know
Looks
what?
like Final
This-
Fantasy almost.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
hold on. It's
Old
kind of like
school Final
13,
Fantasy.
where it's a little bit of strategy, but they put a teensy bit of action combat in
Mhm.
there. Like, you know, your character kind of really moves and attacks.
Yeah, it has a lot of like flashy cinematic animations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the time has come.
I do agree, though. This is probably the best looking Fire Emblem game they've gotten so far.
It looks very nice, yeah.
Let's see. Anyway, I guess it'll be played on Switch. Totally. I mean, this is Nintendo Direct. All these games are going to be on Switch.
Yeah.
I guess it'll look perfect on Switch consoles. I do hope so. And I hope the frame rate isn't like dog
Isn't
water.
terrible.
Yeah. Well,
Exactly.
again,
Like those
if it was
Dynasty
something
Warriors
like
ones.
if it was something like Dynasty Warriors, yeah. I'm sorry, but it'd be like bad. They did that again. Every time they do a Dynasty Wars type game on the Switch, the frame rate is just god awful.
Oh, it's dog shit, yeah.
Yeah.
I want my hair color back.
Oh, January.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, this
still
guy.
keep
I like
playing,
him.
yeah.
I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
I always like him
Oh,
when he does the presentations and not the president.
Yeah.
This guy, whenever I think of him, I always think of Super Mario Odyssey because he's the one of the big producers behind it.
Mhm.
I hate to be that guy. Why isn't he the
Oh, that's pretty
president?
cool.
Maybe he's a better creative than actual businessman. Maybe.
Oh yeah, so he's just kind of he's focused more on the game development than the actual business side.
Yeah.
Of things.
The ideal video game businessman is somebody that's you have one extreme, which is it takes.
Oh, damn.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You have one, or it's like Jim Ryan, who's so corporate and boring, and then you have goofy, silly, creative.
Okay, yeah, no offense. They totally had to downscale the graphics for this
Yeah.
to go on fucking
I hope
Switch.
it's not. I hope it's an actual. I hope it's not a cloud version.
Okay, it doesn't
this-
look like it is.
Yeah.
It just says it takes two, so
Yeah.
like,
This game doesn't deserve to have a cloud version. It deserves much better than that.
I know. I was
Yeah,
just about
it
to
looks
say.
like this is the actual version.
This game is wonderful. I love it.
The game can also be played on two systems.
That could actually be
via
really
local
cool
wireless
to play on
or
a single
online with a
system.
pal
Oh,
via
that's
the free
cool.
Friends
That's
Pass.
cool.
Help Cody and May return to normal with a partner, of
I
course.
think I'd rather just play it on PlayStation or
It
PC.
Takes Two launches on the Nintendo Switch system November 4th.
I hate to be that guy, but
Pre-orders begin today.
I feel like they're gonna put
I
Duck
play
People.
it once and then I'm kind of done with it. Personally,
Switch.
Yeah, it's kind of it's one of those games that's
The forbidden
once in a lifetime
begins.
experience, you know.
More
is this
Fatal Frame.
Fatal Frame?
Yeah.
I remember the 3DS thing. It was so cool, in my opinion.
Man, it's weird. I was so into this as a kid, and yet I never played it. It had that atmosphere and that unique gameplay that got me hooked, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It was like, when I played the PS4 with Blood Siren, man, Blood Siren was so cool.
Use the camera obscura to repel evil spirits and uncover the
Yeah,
memories that we
Razor
seal away.
Razor saw
Dark
me and my
curse
brother
looms
play
near. What
It
ancient
Takes Two.
rituals
Man, we
Mhm.
almost
reveal
cried over the doll we almost had to kill.
Oh, the elephant?
Oh,
First time
Yeah,
in the
we were
West.
Yeah.
almost
Wow.
in tears. We were
Next
we
year.
didn't want to do it.
There's a new hero who looks mechanical.
I feel like this is Xenoblade related.
Introducing
Yeah,
Wave
Xenoblade.
2 of the
Oh, there we go.
Xenoblade Chronicles
This
3
is for you, Nero.
for the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 game.
Honestly, I haven't.
A new hero.
Trying to
She
think
appears to be
if I should get Xenoblade Chronicles 3 or not. I haven't played.
I've never played a
before.
Xenoblade Chronic. I've never played a Xenoblade
let's
game.
see. Let's see. Is there ever? Are there any other horror games aside from Fatal Frame on the Switch already? Yeah, there's a few. I'm trying to remember.
Resident Evil Cloud version.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh man. Why'd you have to say that?
watch them put.
Well, he
Village on there.
asked a question. I'm gonna give him the answer.
I know. It's but just
There ain't no Silent Hill on the Switch. That's for damn
and
sure.
Dying Light 2
I'll
technically.
put Silent Hill
Cloud.
2, the original, on there.
I would buy that so fast if they put the non-HD version on the Switch of Silent Hill 2.
I would buy it because I've never played that before. So
Oh, Silent Hill 2 is one of the most iconic Switch, one of the most iconic
Good draw.
horror games ever.
Oh.
I can't get behind this art style. I can't.
It's weird.
I don't like it.
I like Bow for the Bikini Bottom, but for some reason, the remake, but for some reason, I just can't get into this one. Not saying that the gameplay's not gonna suck for Cosmic Shake, I just can't get into
That
what
computer animated style.
Yeah.
I just don't like SpongeBob looking like 3D, except in the.
yeah.
He should be more.
Don't like it.
If I would have done it, it would have been like a Paper Mario thing, not like total Paper Mario. I mean, like.
Oh,
a
is this
2D
the?
style. This is North
Oh.
Star, yeah. What the hell is this?
God damn it! I was
thought it
hoping.
like the Street Fighter thing.
I was hoping they would put the RGG Studio Fist of the North Star game on the Switch. That would be cool.
Imagine they
It's like
put
an
that-
arcade
wow.
game.
Yeah. You are already dead, and then they just explode.
Your uncle's dodge.
My award
Throw whatever you
Shindeo.
can at opponents in this hilariously hard
Nani?
party game.
Yeah, and then,
Embrace the
like, he
absurdity
just
of frantic
explodes.
minigames, each one featuring ridiculous rules in
Like,
madcap
I mean, again,
arenas.
it's like, okay,
Customize your
like,
character
typical
from head to toe
party
with
game.
hundreds of
Yeah.
accessories. Plus, challenge up to 6 friends and
Hey,
frenemies
could be
for
fun
an
with
online
friends.
play. They
Oh
won't
man,
even
that
know
reminds
you
me.
hit
What
'em.
is it? It's like,
Oddballers
no, I
launches on
thought
Nintendo
Dance
Switch
games were
early
bad.
next
Don't
year.
tell Grow, and I'm like, yeah, they're probably gonna
A
put Just
small
Dance
fox
somehow in
washes
there.
ashore on a
Oh, Tunic?
wooded island.
I still have
Tunic.
yet to play
In
this,
this
and I have this
I
downloaded on my
played
Game
it a bit.
Pass.
It's still
All
really
clue here
good from
is
the
map.
demo.
Traverse the island's interconnected realms to retrieve its
I hate to say it, like, I love that Dark Souls level of storytelling where, oh, you're just dropped in here, you gotta figure out everything else on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a really fun game.
What long-lost secrets will the island reveal?
Man, I have it downloaded. I just
Launches on
haven't
Nintendo
played
Switch
it. I
system
just
September 27th.
I don't know. It's just
Pre-orders begin today
just sitting
on
there.
Nintendo eShop.
Sitting there in your backlog. That's how Steam works,
New
son.
intel has arrived for these front mission remakes.
oh okay.
Oh yeah, I know.
Square
the
Enix.
front
Mission
end, those
games
ones.
are storming
Oh
the
no.
world. In Front
What's
Yeah.
the
Mission
mech
one
one?
remake,
Is it Square
you'll
Enix?
pilot
What's
giant
the
machines called Bonzers in
Square
tactical
Enix? They
I don't
announced
know.
some kind of mech thing, didn't they? Or am I thinking of that shit? That really like bad one that they did a while ago that they published. What was it called?
Not sure.
It was like a really terrible mech game.
Well, no.
Honestly,
I'm
I
thinking
can't think of it.
Konami or whatever, what Ender Zone. No, that's
Oh, Zone of the Enders.
yeah. Who did that again? Like the developers again?
Poland's Forever Entertainment, not Square Enix. Oh, okay. No, Square Enix is doing some. Yeah, right there, Square Enix. I know what I'm talking about. See, right there,
right
Square
there.
Enix.
Turn in the background, yeah.
See, I wasn't tripping.
It wasn't bullshit.
It's a wonderful life for a new generation.
This Harvest
Like a
Moon.
Stardew Valley thing.
After nearly 20 years, a
Harvest
beloved
Moon.
farming
Oh, Story of
experience
Seasons. That's right.
reborn.
Forgot about that.
Which is kind of like
Welcome
what
back
the
to
sequel
Forgotten
kind of
Valley.
to Harvest Moon.
Here, you'll manage a farm passed
I
down to you
should
by your
play
father.
these or one of these someday,
Restore and
but
expand your
I
farm
I
as you
have
nurture
Stardew
crops.
Valley already.
Care for your friendly
It's
animals.
kind of like Stardew Valley
The
does that
land
farm
flourish.
simulator thing so very well already.
Befriend
It's
the
just- I
townsfolk
don't
who
know.
Oh my
you're
God,
putting
the
back
frame
in the
rate.
valley.
Yeah, that's the benefit of
You might
Stardew
even
Valley
recruit
runs
your
at 60,
partner and start a family.
even on the Switch.
In this installment, those around you will grow older as time goes on.
Oh, that'll make me sad.
Appearances will change over the years.
Oh, that'll. Oh,
Even you,
Also choose their
COD.
career
What
based
the
on how
hell?
you raise them.
It's gonna be evil.
they're gonna die. I have to watch all of my friends and family
An
die,
especially
like
wonderful
in real
farm
life.
in Forgotten Valley lies ahead.
So
That's
sad.
so sad. Yeah. No, Uncle Joe, and then he just gets
Seasons.
taken out of the game.
Life launches on Nintendo Switch.
He gets like a like what they do with Dragon Quest when you die. He follows you around like a coffin.
Oh, Splatoon news. Okay.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. I
Probably
like how
a
Nintendo made
expansion.
their
I'm
graphic
surprised it's right
design.
off the bat though.
What is it? I like how Nintendo made their graphic designs and frame rate based on your typical Twitch
And with their
streamer's
first
frame rate.
Oh, Splatfest.
Okay. Yeah.
First post-launch
Honestly, I'm having a lot of
Splatfest
fun with the game. It's a lot of fucking fun.
Here's the theme.
But okay, I'm a noob with Splatoon, but what in the hell is Splatfest? Like, what is that? It's like an event thing, right?
Fuck. What asshole would bring fun to a deserted island? You're gonna die.
That's the only, yeah. That's the only
Bring the
thing.
food, you moron.
Possibilities. Which team will you join?
What kind of moron?
Yeah,
Like
the game is so
I'm
much fun.
abandoned on an island.
Hold on. Are they actually going to finally put 60 frames on Splatoon?
No, it is 60 frames from what I've seen.
Oh,
Be on
thank
the lookout
God.
for more
They're
info.
showing like
Yeah, this is the
outfits.
first. This is the first Splatoon game to have 60 frames, right? And that's what.
I
Yeah.
have no idea.
What did you think? What would you
So,
bring to a
Squids.
deserted island? As for me, I've
Bring a
already
stick.
Not
decided.
fun.
I hope you'll all participate as well.
But
Next,
He's already
please
decided
take a
on
look at
fun.
this.
Who needs
This.
food when you can have fun? Oh my God.
Oh,
Square
speaking of
Enix?
Square
Square
Enix,
Enix.
What is this near?
Gladiatosaurus too.
Oh,
No, it's not. Yeah.
Octopath Traveler 2 or whatever.
Apparently, it was really fun.
Yeah, Octopath Traveler
Yeah,
2.
it's just once again, Square Enix just makes the weirdest fucking names for their game.
I really wanted to like the first one. I just I just
commercial about a guy stranded on an island.
I just do not like the structure of this game. It just bugged the shit out of me.
And bring smiles to people's faces, just like Mama.
And the dialogue is really bad.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not great.
Man who took everything from me shall die by my hand.
No, it's funny. This game always reminded me of like their like DS, Kingdom Hearts, Chain of Memories style.
Mm.
Leave the hunting to me.
It's structured the same way.
All the tasty meat you want. I need to rediscover who I am.
Who's to me? Oh.
Explore a wide world set in a bustling
That's the
era.
one thing I liked from this game was like all these characters coming together, but you see their point of views and stuff like that. But that's about it. Like
This
really.
is why I'm excited for the Dragon Quest III remake they're doing, because it's in this style.
Let's go, Temenos.
I hope they show that. I want to see what's going on with that.
Mhm.
Think I found the source.
The 8 travelers each have their own story to
Honestly, I still feel like Nintendo, if they're gonna do anything Switch Pro related, they need to try to do something because
And I finally figured out why they call it Octopath Traveler, because there's 8 adventurers in the park.
Nintendo Switch.
Yeah,
February
it took me forever to figure out. I was like, oh, that's why they're called. They decided
What you
to
just
solve
saw
that.
was Octopath Traveler 2 from Square Enix. Please look forward to the journeys of 8 new heroes. Let's see some more headlines.
In random good news, Babylon's Fall is finally done with their shit.
A
That's good.
magical home is
Yeah.
waiting for you.
this.
Welcome to your new fairy tale
Welcome
life
magical
in
home.
Fae
Oh.
Farm. Cultivate your homestead
Fae Farm.
and
More
forge
like
every
Fae
farming
Farm.
simulators.
in this farm simulation RPG.
You guys like
Discover
farming?
Magical spells to grow crops.
You guys like
Face off
Harvest
against
Moon
mischievous
phone
foes
number 333? We got you,
and
man.
explore the enchanted realms
Oh,
of
you actually
Azoria.
fight. Okay, that's interesting.
Along the way,
Oh, this
you'll
is a
befriend
co-opable
like
thing.
the
That's pretty
cast of
cool.
Characters who call this island their home.
It's cool.
Tend and grow your fairy tale farmstead.
Oh,
solo
so like, yeah,
or
so they're
together
actually
with up to
fays,
4
they're like
players in
fairies.
local
Okay,
online
okay.
multiplayer.
Yeah.
By gathering resources and
Oh, they got
crafting
that
items,
fucking
you'll be able to
Animal
What
Crossing
game is
Nest
this?
on-
Sorry, my
mesmerize
district
adventure
manager just
even
texted
more.
me.
Yeah, no, the
Fae
name
Farm?
of it, yeah, it's called Fae
New
Farm. So you play
spellbinding
a fae or a
surprises can be
fairy,
unlocked
and then, you
that'll
know, you
help
basically do some
restore Azoria to
Animal
its
Crossing
natural
stuff.
splendor.
You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Magical
Oh,
ways
okay, let's make
in
sure.
Fae Farm,
Uh,
launching exclusively on
Phoenix,
Nintendo
oh,
Switch.
Phoenix
Spring
Labs. Okay,
2023.
okay. I kind of know them.
It's a musical blast from
Oh my
That's
gosh.
something Rockstar released GTA 5.
A lot of Square
They
Enix.
would- They would put it on the cloud. I guarantee you.
The
There's
rhythm,
no way
final
they
bar?
put GTA
Yeah,
5
rhythm
on
game.
Switch.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh man, they got that fucking Kingdom Hearts like mobile style they use.
Oh, the Melody of Memory kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Melody of Memory is inspired a lot by the rhythm anyway, so it makes sense.
In addition,
Hey, David,
2
how's it
players
going?
locally can complete stages in pair
Thank you
style,
so much for
while
coming
up to
by. I
4
appreciate
players
it.
can battle to the beat in online multi-battle.
Oh,
Theater
there's
Rhythm
4
Final
players,
Bar Line
okay,
begins its
okay.
Symphony on the Nintendo Switch system February 16th,
Final Bar
2023.
Line.
Pre-orders begin today.
This is why I believe Square Enix would never be bought. I really can't picture Square Enix, if they were bought by PlayStation, being exclusive. Like, exclusive to them, because they make so much money off of the Switch with these games.
Yeah.
I can't picture it unless there's some kind of deal where if Sony were ever to buy them, they would have to do the Bungie thing where they're like, hey, we're just never gonna be exclusive, we're just gonna be multi-platform.
God,
Oh,
yeah.
that's one of my favorite songs from Final Fantasy. Oh,
cosmic adventure is just around.
Oh, yeah,
Speaking
this was
of-
on the
speaking of
Ubisoft.
Kingdom
Oh my
Hearts.
god! Did you guys hear about the DLC? Like
Yeah, the
Rayman, like
Rayman.
actual. No, people joked around that it's not Rayman. It's just a rabbit pretending to be Rayman.
Oh, I
I'm like,
hope
better
they
not
don't do that. They better not do
I'm-
that.
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm done with this.
I think it's
I'm
even
not-
insulting to make like, dude, just give Rayman his own game. Why are you putting him as a DLC and then like Rabbids? He deserves better than
it's
that.
So, it's so stupid. Like, just because the Rabbids made you money doesn't mean you get to throw away your literal title character that made you send money in the past. That's so fucking stupid.
They should just have a random ass Far Cry DLC for this game for no reason. It makes no sense.
Hey, I was gonna say, if Ubisoft could put like an Assassin's Creed character in that fucking Watch Dogs Legion thing,
Yeah.
yeah
Oh
that would
yeah,
go-
they
go
did. I forgot
Yeah,
about
like
that.
a modern assassin. Yeah, modern assassin.
The only thing I'm really excited about from this game is seeing the music from Yoko Shimomura. That's really the only thing that I'm like curious about. I want to hear the tracks that she does for this game.
Or the gold
Is
edition.
she the one who does Kingdom Hearts stuff, or is that someone else?
Yoko Shimomura?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's the main composer for Kingdom Hearts
Huh.
for like all these years. Yeah, and she's
I
doing.
didn't know she was an
Yeah,
Ubisoft game though. That's
Yeah, that was surprising when I saw that she was part of the composer crew for the Spark of Hope. I was like, okay, I'm a lot more interested in at least
this
like.
is a farming direct. Holy shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking farming games.
Your abilities in battle and
Oh yeah. Shimomura did the music for Live Alive too. Yeah, you're right about that. Good music. She did a lot of the stuff for Xenoblade Chronicles too, the first one. Like the main theme is amazing. And I've like never even played Xenoblade Chronicles. Oh, Rune Factory, okay. Damn, we're like 20 minutes into this and they haven't shown like any like Zelda or
new Rune Factory series will launch in the future.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they're probably gonna announce that towards like the end.
towards the end.
It's
Yeah.
probably gonna take.
Nintendo 64 games.
Oh, Nintendo 64 stuff.
Oh, the shitty emulation. Great.
Mario.
Oh, you remember? Oh, this is like a really.
Mario Party
Wait,
2.
what? Rabbids is a Nintendo project? Originally, no, it wasn't a
No.
Nintendo project.
It's Rabbids is owned by Ubisoft, and then Ubisoft teamed up with Nintendo a while back to make the first Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, which is like one of the weirdest collaborations ever. Like you have a horrible, evil company like Ubisoft teaming up with like kid-friendly Nintendo. I mean, Nintendo's not above doing bullshit, but
yeah,
still.
like especially look what they did. Like just recently, they did all these like announced Assassin's Creed games. They're almost doing their Assassin's Creed universe kind of bullshit.
Yeah,
thing.
it's so many. I'm like, oh my
And-
god, go away. What's this?
What one more game?
Metroid, I hear it.
Oh yeah, it's Metroid. Oh no, GoldenEye.
What?
That makes sense. That makes sense. Finally, they put fucking Golden. Was it GoldenEye?
This is a remaster,
on
or is it just a?
probably the
Or
emulation.
it's just an
the
emulation.
Yeah.
Okay. I want like an upscaled version of it.
Why not mix things?
That wasn't the
I know,
fucking
it's-
remake. I just want an upscaled version of it.
Let's see. My favorite song, Final Fantasy song from the opening X2. Okay. Okay.
RPG.
Oh, look at another Square Enix.
Types of daily tasks to build characters.
Jesus
See, again,
Christ.
like it would just kill them if they were ever to go PlayStation exclusive. Look how many games are coming to the Switch.
It's Ben. James Ben. What the fuck?
They have a Nintendo Square Enix game.
Later today.
Again, with the weird ass title name.
Various Daylight? Is that really the name?
Yeah, they call it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Come on, Square Enix.
Okay, I don't. Okay, I'll respect this game. I don't play it, but I really like how.
Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, dude, this game has been on Steam for like forever. It's like one of the best build sim kind of games out there. You build like this whole fucking
A young
factory.
girl named
Awesome.
Ib visits an art museum.
It's
with
kind
her
of like
parents
almost
on
a
this
bit
2D
like
exploration adventure.
Pikmin, but
She
you actually
wanders
again
through
build a
busy
fucking
gallery by
factory
the
and
artist
shit.
Antenna until
I'm so happy I'm not looking at the Twitch chat. They're probably like,
One
oh, this is shit. They're showing shit. Stop.
I don't know
I mean,
what.
so far
like,
it's been okay.
It's good, yeah.
It's not the worst. Definitely not the worst direct I've ever seen so
Yeah.
far.
I haven't seen anything so far that's made me go like, ew, gross. Get it away from me.
It's like let's see. I think Sony shot themselves a foot when they raised the price of PS5. Yeah, look, I don't mean to rant about Sony while we're watching Nintendo stuff, but dude, they are fucking. Oh, Pauline, wow. Oh crap.
That's like,
It's like I cannot believe that they raise the prices, like especially like again Japan and all that. But even Japan is getting sick of their shit.
It's such a bad look.
Yeah,
Oh
they're
my
going to the
God.
Switch and Xbox, and well, yeah, Microsoft and Nintendo gladly said yes, we're not raising our prices. Like
this?
you're literally just giving them clout. And
Oh,
they're-
is
oh my
this
god, this is Square Enix again.
No, it's is it Genshin Impact?
Wait, hold on.
I think it's
I think
Genshin
so.
Impact. Oh no.
No.
Koei Tecmo.
set sail to investigate in order to protect their homeland.
I can't like
title.
I can't tell these
Runescape
games apart
set the
sometimes.
stage for your adventures.
Yeah.
I can't.
It's just
They're all
like
the same
yeah,
to
like
me.
no offense, Square Enix, but they like you see that style and it's like it almost feels immortalized. Like yeah, feels something Square Enix would make.
Well, this
you
is
know?
Koei Tecmo. So
Yeah.
it's I mean it's a lot of these Japanese companies make these kind of games.
Paramount after all.
From Software is gonna make a farming simulator one of these days.
Features are also in store.
Okay, the funniest thing too reminds me.
Yeah, the
is
art
that-
style.
What is
David.
it? Is that like you guys know that Dan Houser left Rockstar, right?
Launches on the Nintendo Switch system.
Well, it's a better title than Various
Why so
Daylife.
late?
I don't know.
I was gonna say, oh my god, what is that name?
Wave 3 is on the way.
Please no more
Sneak peek at 2 courses
ooh, Christmas
racing
level.
into
Oh,
Wave
Christmas.
3.
Please no
Okay.
more why are they bringing it from the mobile game?
Again, no mobile. Wait, help me out here. No mobile and no
Just because they have a lot more new
just give
stuff.
me, for me, just give us double dash maps. I want double
Well,
dash.
The funny thing is, they're actually doing
Wait,
new
DS.
maps. Like they're making their own
DS.
too.
Yeah, I like DS. Man, my friend Tony must be going ecstatic watching this right now because he loves Nintendo DS
Wave 3
Mario
of the
Kart.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe
Oh wait, oh, what's
booster
next?
course
Ah,
pass
come on,
DLC
that's all you're
for
gonna show us
Mario
what the.
Kart 8 Deluxe game launches this holiday.
This holiday
Probably giving us
season.
like a.
Nintendo Switch
They're
probably giving us like a,
members can enjoy this
tease.
DLC at no additional cost. The DLC can also be purchased on its own.
Koei Tecmo is bad at programming on the Switch. Oh, I didn't
How
know
was
that.
that?
If we end up getting a new
Next,
Mario
we have
game
some
this
news to
direct
share
too.
about Nintendo Switch Sports.
Oh, we still got 14 minutes.
No,
so.
no beginning.
Next free update, golf will be added.
Actually,
Oh,
this game's
God.
pretty fun.
Got 14 minutes left, so come on guys, hurry up.
So this is like, yeah, there's basically like, yeah, Wii Sports. Now they
Of
got
course, you can play
21
these locally.
holes. Yeah.
Additionally, up to 8 players online can play at the
Okay,
same
again,
time
who the
on
hell
the
plays
same
golf?
course in
No
I
one
do.
plays golf.
Those
I
with the
play
most
golf.
strokes
Do you know how many
Sports
hours
is
we
fun.
played golf when GTA 5 came out
Previously
online?
announced that the update
Like
would
back in
release
the day, we played golf.
Oh my
a
god,
bit more
yeah,
time for
didn't we
development,
play
so
that
the update
together
is
and we
now
actually
planned.
had
Why
fun?
do you need the developer mode?
Please wait just a little longer.
This game feels relaxing. Golf is usually a
Next,
very
we have
relaxing
a
game.
special guest.
You know, obviously outside of
Oh,
video
is it
games.
Is it fucking Chris Pratt?
Hello, it's been a while.
No.
Oh,
Miyamoto.
yes,
Yeah,
you- oh no.
I have a few things
Then
to
it
Time
showed the
for
Mario
Miyamoto
movie.
to ruin another direct.
Wait, wrong person. Fuck.
First, as you may have heard, the Super Mario Brothers animated movie.
I knew it!
With Chris Meledandri from Illumination.
I knew
They're
it.
gonna do the trailer. They're gonna show the fucking trailer.
And Super
I doubt it's
Nintendo
gonna take
World,
up their
which is
whole
entering
time.
its second year at Universal Studios
Super
Japan,
Nintendo World,
also
okay.
open in Hollywood, California, in the U.S.
Okay.
Recently, we've been working on
Oh,
the finishing
oh,
touches for
darn.
both.
I thought it was gonna be in Florida. I'm like, shit.
Today,
My
I'd
bro
like to
would,
talk a
my
little
bro would
bit
have loved
about
that. But at least it's getting into
About what?
America. We knew it was coming to
Pikmin.
America.
Wait,
It's
what's he
just-
talking about?
20 years since Pikmin.
This is Pikmin
Oh,
Blue.
okay.
It's a smart device game we
Oh, fuck off.
Fuck you.
Fuck off.
There we go.
Go away.
They announced Pikmin 4 like a while ago.
Who have yet to play it.
Or that they're working on it.
I knew, yeah, like Pikmin Bloom is basically, yeah, it's like, oh, I'm walking, and there's the Pikmin.
Raise them and plant flowers together.
Walking outside, I can basically just.
All you need to do is take it with you on your daily walks or outings.
You just take your phone.
At the end of the day and see where you walked. Send out Pikmin and collect the items they found.
Imagine like there's a rare Pikmin, you have to like drive to Compton to get it or something.
Yeah.
You have to go to the ghetto.
How many steps did we take today?
They must be saving something like really big for the end or something. They have to be.
They have
And
to.
then my character hops and skips in places, like get down.
Getting shot at while you're trying to get Pikmin.
And then the Pikmin just like surround my body and then just
Yeah.
They love nectar. If you give Pikmin nectar like you see
Hold on,
Oh
homie,
my
I'm
God.
collecting Pikmin.
What?
It's the most gangster thing ever, you're collecting Pikmin.
Collecting Bloom and then finally just my blood oozing out of my eyes.
Hasn't this game already been out though?
Yeah, well, they
don't
they
know.
did a trailer for this. I know that they were like teasing about this, but and even then I was like, I don't want to fucking do this shit.
Oh, of course.
Really?
Of
With
course there are
Pokemon-
exclusive ones.
Okay, this time I'll try
With
walking
Poke-
here.
it doesn't
and
help
make
too
trips
that
and walks
that again
love.
event was
It's a
again
very
Marvel
easygoing
Disney's
play
like
experience
ripping
you
off
can enjoy
Pokemon
just by
Go
taking
and then
it
doing
with
some
you.
shit
I
where
hope you'll try
Oh,
you can be an
yeah.
Avenger.
That's
Okay,
right.
yeah,
I forgot
Yeah,
about
you can be an
that.
Avenger, an
Please take a look at
X-Men,
this.
have the powers of your favorite Marvel hero,
Yeah.
and fight others.
Alright, what's this? The Pikmin 4 finally?
Iron Lane, Jesus Christ. Yeah, they announced this shit
Oh, yeah.
way
Yeah,
long ago.
I
We've been
remember.
waiting this whole fucking time.
Like, way long ago.
Or
Yep.
Finally.
I just want to see
About
Clay's
fucking
funeral with
time.
the whole crew
Christ.
there at the funeral with the Pikmin. Like
That's
the
it?
Pikmin, the
That's all you're gonna show?
Oh my
You
god!
fuckers? Come on.
That's right. Pikmin 4 will launch
Pikmin
in
was the
2023.
even waiting for.
We won't be
The
showing
tiny
you
red
gameplay
dude
today.
is me,
However,
just being
you'll be
disappointed.
able
Like,
to
where
play
is
like
it?
this,
Where's the rest of
from
this
the
shit?
Pikmin's perspective near the ground.
Okay.
Oh, I guess
I
you're
also
playing
made
the
a new
female
t-shirt.
for the first time.
Yes, I see the Pikmin
Universal
t-shirt,
is
dude.
controlling the game
Come on,
simply,
Miyamoto,
so
like,
we can
that's...
further concentrate on the core essence of Pikmin gameplay. We call it Dandori in Japanese, or strategically planning, deploying, and commanding the Pikmin. I hope you're all looking forward to Pikmin 4.
I'm
Thank
not.
you, Mr. Koizumi.
That's it!
Pikmin 3 was pretty interesting.
Thank you very
Well,
much,
that's
Mr.
not
Yamada.
it for the
Trying to
direct.
be a Kojima
Now,
Miyamoto,
let's
huh?
move on to some more headlines.
Okay, granted,
What?
granted. You at least
What?
showed us.
You got 10 minutes left. What do you... Oh, no.
I have no idea.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Yeah,
Don't do
don't
dance.
dance.
Don't do just dance.
Sarah, you.
Oh,
They-
fuck!
They
no!
always have to do a Just Dance.
Fuck!
Yeah, it's just dance.
Fun.
Man, Growin would be like, haha, you took that. It's like, we don't care about Just Dance, bro.
Go away. Now I'm gonna get copyright claimed. Go away. La 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 la. I gotta talk over this. La 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 la.
I gotta mute the audio. Hold on.
Oh, fuck. Fuck off. Ubisoft, go away. Get bought by Tencent and go fuck yourself. Go
Yeah.
away. Go the fuck away. No one likes you. No one wants you. Go away.
Feel like fucking Dan Houser and then like leave Rockstar, but then go and.
Yeah,
work
he's
for a
doing
company,
blockchain shit. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Which I
fuck
was like-
you, man.
I was like, Dan, you just ruined your reputation now.
No asshole texts anyone and goes, Dance, you just dance. Let's dance, dude.
You want to go play
No,
Just
Shut the
Dance?
fuck
Okay,
up.
hold on. Growin doesn't say Japanese pop. He hates K-pop. That's Korean pop. Is what you're meaning.
I think I remember them showing this a while ago. That's right, it's another Square Enix Harvestella.
Oh my god.
God.
Man, Square Enix like paid a ton for Nintendo.
I remember
to,
this
like,
one, yeah.
Make this art direct. Make this
Dude,
art
I could have
direct.
made a drinking game out of this and I'd be hammered by now.
Yeah, how many Square Enix games they got?
I'll have to go
all
back
of
and
them.
like count on my own free time, but it's so many.
facing numerous
They could have just called this direct like the Square Enix direct.
Yeah, seriously.
Correct. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a Square Enix Direct featuring guest star Nintendo.
containing the
Yeah.
piece of your farm's first season will
Oh,
be
the demo?
available on
Okay.
Nintendo eShop. Save data
I'm
can be
kind of
transferred
curious to
to
check
both
this out
games
just
once
because it's got like
purchased.
combat stuff like that, but
Stella launches on Nintendo
don't know.
Switch November 5th.
Yeah, I was gonna say this has been on like the coming soon page
And
on
again,
the
a weird ass
shop for a
name,
while.
Harvestella.
oh, I'm not watching this.
Oh,
No, I'm not
yeah, you
watching.
don't wanna get spoiled.
I'm not watching this.
Take it off, and then we'll let you know when it's done.
Okay, I'm gonna just avert my eyes,
She clashed with angels to
just like
recover
not
her
look,
lost memories.
because I don't want
Oh.
to see anymore.
Is Bayonetta, not to spoil, right? Is Bayonetta 1 and 2, are they already on Switch?
Yeah, they are.
Like the game?
Yeah.
Oh, they're...
I gotta buy them though, so I haven't played Bayonetta.
I have
Yeah,
Bayonetta
I-
1 on Steam. I'm going through that currently, and then I need to get 2 for the Switch, but it's like $50 just for one of them. Like, holy shit.
To fighting for the world. Those who have overcome their past histories with Bayonetta to fight alongside her.
I have a feeling they're gonna have an Astral Chain DLC though, because they teased that shit right on.
Yeah,
right
that
off
was
the
a
bat
that was a
trailer.
really great trailer when they first showed
Yeah.
that.
Viola also joins in on the
I see like that Luca's taller than Bayonetta, but I'm like realizing, I'm like, damn, Bayonetta's a goddamn Amazon.
Bayonetta's fucking badass.
I know that.
Okay,
I'm just saying
that's
that
it.
she's freakishly tall, is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, October 28th. Okay.
yeah. I have this pre-ordered. I've had this pre-ordered on Amazon ever since it was announced in like 2017.
No, it's like, don't let Razor see this because again,
Oh, it's
okay to
okay.
be yeah, they're putting like, oh, another gameplay trailer. Come on, don't spoil Razor anymore. You know.
It's okay.
He's gotta have more. You know.
This looks pretty cool, art style wise.
Take a shot for every Square Enix game that's a crafting.
Again, I'd be drunk.
Dude, we would be hammered.
Those who investigate
Ooh.
master detectives
This.
who
Ooh.
come from all around the world.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting.
Master Detective Archives Rin.
Wait, yeah, right. Wait, what's that game? Razor, I think you play that. It's like, what's that game? I know this style too. It's like the detective game.
Are you thinking
It's
of shit? What's it called?
Starts with a D. Starts with a D.
At the detective agency.
It's with the bear.
Oh, Danganronpa.
Yeah, that one.
I still haven't played that. I need to eventually.
Conjure a realm tying the crime scene to the truth.
Ooh, okay.
Crime scene game.
It's a maze that materializes.
And manifestations of mysteries to edge closer
What?
to the actual
This-
events.
oh, huh.
However,
That's kind of interesting. So
Yeah.
instead of like kind of
Persona
doing an
thing?
on-screen
Yeah.
thing, it's more of a physical thing. You know, like unlike the other. Well, no, because yeah, this is more of a.
I hope this isn't Switch exclusive. Oh, Spike Chunsoft. Okay, so this probably will be on
Oh,
PlayStation
okay.
too. I don't want to play it on Switch just because it's like.
I can feel the Y2 fan art already coming from this
Hey,
game.
really?
Oh, here's the cloud
Wait,
port of it.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, cloud version.
God damn it.
There's no way that Resident Evil can play natively. Like the Switch would
gameplay.
the Switch would explode trying to run Resident Evil Village, like natively. So like, just don't do it at all, Capcom.
Evil Village Cloud launches on Nintendo
Oh,
Switch
God.
October 28th.
The fucking like HD thing that they're showing.
Free demo that's gonna run at like 15 frames per second. This is the fucking internet.
The Winter's Expansion DLC.
Oh yeah.
I gotta get that.
Yeah, I'll pick this up more than likely.
Will launch December 2nd.
Oh, it's not first person with her.
3 other recent
Yeah, no,
entries
they
from
Aw.
showed it up a while
series will be
ago.
available as cloud
Oh, and
versions
that's gonna be on the
Nintendo
cloud.
Switch.
Wow.
Resident Evil 2?
Cloud.
Wow, and
Stop.
3. Oh my god.
Come on, Capcom. Yeah, just don't bother. Just take all that money and make a new Phoenix Wright, and then they'll be fine.
Lineup of Nintendo Switch
How much
games.
time do we have left? We have 3 minutes.
Yeah, 3 minutes. Oh my god.
Oh, Sifu.
occasionally they've like made it go longer than the 40, which is weird.
Ugh, I would not want to play this at 30 frames. Oh my
I
god.
mean, like, I got nothing wrong with Seafood, but there's no way I'm playing this at like 30 frames per second.
You need the 60 frames because to get the combat timing right.
Before your time runs out, Sifu pummels its way onto Nintendo Switch November 8th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. Experience the events leading up to Final
Oh yeah, I
Fantasy
forgot.
VII in this exhilarating action
I forgot
RPG.
Crisis Core is on.
Zack Fair is a young and ambitious soldier operative aspiring to become.
So like, what are?
Again, surprised it's on the cloud. Like,
So I assume like Wind Waker HD might be the finale.
This remaster
Or whatever.
Or at least the thing. I have a feeling that's probably not what we're gonna get. Fine.
I gotta say, this is honestly, this is probably the weakest like big direct I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
It's like, how many actual like Nintendo things have we gotten out of this? Because it just feels like Square Enix, Nintendo, Square Enix. It's farming game, Square Enix game with bad title, Nintendo. It's like that.
Yeah, I consider we haven't had a direct in a while.
Yeah, it's
Kind of
this one.
underwhelming
This
right
one I would agree was disappointing because it's like, come on, guys, like.
Endless Dungeon. Okay. I've seen this a couple times, you know.
I'm pretty sure I've seen this. I've forgotten about it.
Let's see.
Well, it's weird too because it's like some things that they're working on seem very basic, so they must be having trouble or something. Because they said that they needed more time for that golfing mode on that Wii Sports or that sports game on the Switch.
I always like, I always say that, like, look, if you don't have time, we don't mind if you you cancel it. Like, we're not gonna be mad. It just means you need more time.
Yeah.
Remaster of Tales
of
Symphonia is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
I was like, you better not be done more Screen X. We shouldn't need any more. We've seen enough.
To stop them, a person known as the Chosen One must ascend the Tower of Salvation.
I really hope that's true.
Lloyd soon embarks on a journey with Colette, the current Chosen One, and his childhood friend. In this beloved
played like
action RPG.
I think I've played like a little bit of this.
Like the
I think I played this back on the PS3. I just can't remember a lot about it.
Lost her emotions after an experiment. Presea. Other allies will also join the party. The fate of two
I'm kind of like at this point with it right now where I was back at the Sony showcase last year, where it's like if it's not Nintendo, I just don't care at this point. Like if it's not like a first party thing, I'm kind of like checked out right now.
Yeah, right. Oh, what is this one?
It's just another montage. Like.
Oh.
Yeah, they always do this montage thing.
Yeah.
Like, no life is strange.
Is Nintendo just not like they have to be working on more stuff than what we're seeing?
Yeah.
Oh, another Square Enix again.
Damn it.
Just tuned out right now. I'm just like, I'm dead inside.
I'm not dead inside. I'm just like, I just don't care about the third-party stuff anymore. I just want to see like Nintendo stuff. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, we got Fire Emblem, like fine. We got Pikmin, fine. But like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of third-party.
Like, they might as well have just made this a partner showcase.
Yeah.
And just like divided them, do like a shorter direct.
Yeah, I hate that, like, just be... Oh, more Kirby. Alright.
Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Oh, okay.
One day, a spaceship crash lands on planet Popstar. To help Magalore return to
Unless they like slap me in the face, like, oh, more, I'm like, then I'll be happy. But
Man, like, I'll tell you, Fall Guys was like one of the most boring games. It was more like, it didn't become boring. I just got bored of it super fast after like a week of playing it.
I don't know how people can play it for hours upon hours upon hours. I don't
know. Like, we know that there's like, you know, quote unquote main streamer guys that play the same game over and over, and that's how they get their audience and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know know
can
how
play
you
as
guys
Kirby
play
while using their
played
favorite copy
Fall
abilities.
Guys and be like, yeah, this is my bread and butter. I'm like,
There's
how?
also a collection of sub-games to play. This includes the new sub-game Magolor's Tone
Oh wow,
Trackers,
we're going past 40 minutes now.
and returning ones like Samurai
Yeah.
Kirby.
Well,
Maybe be a bit lucky. Wait, don't
hopefully
wanna-
this is not the last announcement, because this has been not a very good direct, in my opinion, at least.
An adventure of deluxe proportions.
Yeah, the only big
awaits.
Nintendo announcement we got was the Pikmin thing being
Kirby's
2023.
Return to Dreamland Deluxe launches on the Nintendo Switch system February 24th, 2023. Pre-orders
I hope you
begin
guys
today
are enjoying
on
your
Nintendo
stay.
eShop.
As
I'm
part
not.
of Kirby's 30th anniversary,
Wait,
a
oh.
remake of Kirby's Return to Dreamland will be released. We hope you're looking forward to this
Wait.
game.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
What?
Nintendo Direct.
Oh my
Hold on,
god, that's
Wait,
it?
really?
This next trailer will be our
Oh,
last
okay.
announcement.
Okay.
They always
Come on, Wind Waker HD. Come on.
has to be. Come on, it
Come
has
on,
to be
guys.
something.
Wait, shit. We have
Oh,
to be
breath.
quiet to be understood.
Breath of the Wild.
Maybe Breath of the Wild 2?
It has to be Breath of the Wild. I'm getting Breath of the Wild sense to it.
Yeah, it's Breath of the Wild. I mean, look at those creatures.
Yeah,
See those creatures
yeah,
on the
yeah. Those are the Breath of the Wild stuff. All right.
thing? Yeah. Okay.
Excited for this next game, to be honest. I've replayed Breath of the Wild probably like twice now.
Oh, there's Zelda, I think.
Yeah.
There we go. Zelda time, baby.
Alright. Finally. Oh shit.
He's fucking skydiving.
Yeah.
For some reason, it kind of gives it like a Bioshock Infinite vibe, but you actually can go down below, you know what I mean?
Ooh. That looks really cool. Alright, what's
What
it
else we
called?
can-
Like a Zelda. Let's see.
Tears of the Kingdom. That's a good title.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a good
Ooh.
title. I
That's
agree.
that's pretty, yeah. I like that. That's a good title. Is that it?
I like.
Oh,
the,
May! Around my birthday.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
When-
cool.
When is your birthday? May.
May 7th.
Oh, okay. So that's pretty good.
That's pretty close.
At least we got. At least
I,
we got
I
a
think that's it.
fucking.
I think that's it.
That's
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thoughts? I'll let
It was like, it was okay.
Yeah.
But man, like, Square Enix was like, they had to have like shoved money down Nintendo's throat, at least for this direct to be like, please just show off all these games that we have. I was like, fine. Oh yeah, dude. Oh, let's see. I've never played a Legend of Zelda game. Let me play this one, dude. You
Oh,
gotta
wow.
play Breath of the Wild to get hyped for.
yeah, Breath of the
this
Wild
one.
is good.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I think this is the trend we're probably gonna be getting with a lot of Nintendo stuff like this. That it's just gonna be like a bunch of random games, like one announcement in between, and then a final announcement that happens to be good.
I just
That's
thought
usually how
the
these
I just
directions are
thought like
going.
the this time around it's like the content selection, like what they actually went for as far as like choosing the games that would be featured here. I just felt like it focused like way too much on like the same kind of game where it's the farming action kind of stuff or Square Enix. Like, and I'm
Yeah.
all for like Square Enix, you know, like stuff normally, but it's like, damn, like, are you guys gonna do like anything that's like not this? Like, hello, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, like, do you guys actually have something available you yourselves made? Or
Yeah.
are you just like
Like,
you
what did
just
they
like
even
saving
show?
face and realize, yeah, we'll just pay somebody else to show all these other games that's gonna be ported here or made for our system. I'm like, yeah, but not you. I was like, that
Yeah.
sucks.
Really the only thing I can think of that I was like, ooh, is just Tears of the Kingdom. That's really about it. Honestly, like that's as far as like top of my head. It's really all I can think of, honestly.
Yeah, the closest we got to if someone asked me, the closest we got to Razer getting like "fuck you" over this was probably the Pikmin 4 announcement.
Oh,
Like, come on.
GoldenEye is a remaster. Yeah, because it's coming to Game Pass as well, and it's a 4K resolution, smoother frame rate, split screen, local multiplayer.
Oh, fix it for Cody.
That's pretty cool. Well, it's being developed by. Is it being developed by Rare?
Yeah, it says Rare. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Huh.
Let's see. It's got.
Yeah, oh no! This is a separate thing. So there's two. There's the GoldenEye.
Two versions.
There's the GoldenEye thing that's coming out for Nintendo Online.
People can see too.
And then there is the actual GoldenEye remaster for Xbox. So that's pretty cool. Let's see what else.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm looking through like the list of stuff on Nibel's, and I'm not seeing anything that's like really grabbing me. That was it. Yeah, just the Zelda thing. That's really about it. That grabbed me anyway. I don't know how it is for you guys, but that's how I felt about it.
Again, I was like, it was okay. It wasn't the worst thing I saw, but I was like, yeah, I really wish Nintendo just like put out some games of their own and not just like ports or
the key art looks great for Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, let's see. Yeah,
that looks great.
Probably the Bell showed up.
That's where I'm seeing it.
Yeah, I'm on right now.
That looks terrific.
Yeah, this is good. Let's see. I always wonder, like, okay, we see Pikmin 4, right? Like, everything's giant, and yet our character is small. I wonder why that's the case. Like, what? Definitely know what Olimar. I mean, Olimar's got it. Yeah. Olimar movies got it right
now.
Yeah.
Everyone's reactions right now was good only for Zelda.
Yeah, well, they didn't. What the fuck was what was all that shit about Wind Waker? Because I'd heard so many people talking about, oh, they're gonna show Wind Waker HD, they're gonna show Twilight Princess HD, they're gonna show like Metroid. Where is that? Where is the Metroid trilogy remaster, for Christ's sake?
Like, I'm gonna be really honest with you. I think leaking Nintendo stuff is very, very difficult because at the time it never ends up being true.
Well, it's like people that were it's just I mean, but it was like reliable people too normally that were like talking about it. But then it's like where is it? what the fuck? Where is it? Someone said that this like it's going to be a very Zelda heavy direct, and I'm like that was bullshit. That was just total bullshit.
Exactly. Like a minute, and that was it. You know. Let's see. I feel like most of what I watched was crafting games with Square Enix. It was. Like again, we joked that if we had a drinking game and we all said, yeah, let's do like a Harvest Moon or Animal Crossing Square Enix type game, we'd all be drunk by now.
Oh, I know. We would be like passed out by now.
That was like, help me out here. That was like fucking would be like 7, 8, 9, I don't know, 10 fucking shots.
Yeah, I'm gonna count. Hold on. So I said I would do this on my own time, but I'm gonna count how many there were that were like of that style.
I'm gonna do it too, so I can like remember. So go for there. Let
me go through Nibel.
The sucky part is that I feel like in terms of like Nintendo Directs wise, they tend to always start the Direct the same way and always end it in a way that you imagine. They always start their Directs off with either Fire Emblem or Monster Hunter.
They always do. It's always almost always fucking Fire Emblem that gets the beginning. I mean, Fire Emblem, it's fine for like fans of it, but if you're like me and I don't give a fuck about Fire Emblem, it's like, holy shit! Like you guys have anything else in development that you could show off in the beginning? Okay, so let me count when the Square Enix stuff started. Okay. Okay, so Story of Seasons, that's a farming game. There's one. There is Square Enix, so that's 2. That's the front mission. I'll be generous and count those remakes as like one thing because it might be a bundled thing. Octopath Traveler 3, Octopath Traveler 2, Fae Farm 4, The Rhythm Final Bar 5, Rune Factory 3, 6.
My
Are
God.
you counting all the Square Enix games?
I'm counting all like the farming stuff / Square Enix games. So that's 6 so far. Various Daylife 7, which is a horrible name. Of course it's horrible because it's Square Enix, a horrible name. 7. Let's see. 7. That's Pikmin. Harvestella 8.
My God.
And Crisis Core Remaster 9. So we had like 9 different like of these kind where it's like Square Enix or like a farming kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
like
that's
9.
true. That's true.
Like 9. Like come on, guys. Like
Man, I swear if Square Enix tries to pull this at the the fucking state of play, I'm like, you guys are nuts. Like, how much money do you guys have? Did you like rob somebody to take this money and give it to Nintendo and Sony to?
Yeah, seriously. Well, it's
and especially like right. I'm just saying. All right, so you said they're having 10 games for state of play. Imagine the 9 games, all Square Enix games, and it's all this. Like, I'd be pissed. Like,
yeah, I would not be very happy.
Square Enix, I'd be like Square Enix.
Well,
like, yeah, I would make a rant video on it because Square Enix are wasting our time with this shit.
There's gonna be at least like 2 or 3 Square Enix games that say to play.
Totally.
You know they're gonna show that Forspoken game for like the billionth time there.
Yeah. I am so happy, like I said, that people do not like the character or the writing. And of course, I could be wrong, but apparently the team does not like it that we don't like the chick. I'm like, well, I don't give a fuck. Fuck that bitch.
Well, they're not happy that we're like making fun of the marketing and all that. And I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. Fuck your marketing. Your marketing sucks.
Yeah, it's like everything else is good. But like honestly, it's like okay, graphics are like realistic. I don't give a shit. But like gameplay's good. It's the main character and the way you're approaching the story is terrible. And you even got one of the best writers for Uncharted, and yet like she can't write it good. Like
she's
what are you
very highly. I think her role in this as a writer is being very overblown. Because I look at the dialogue, I just hear it, and I do not think Amy Hennig. I'm like, that's not her writing. Her writing is way better than this. I think it's like this. I think she maybe has like a story credit or like a concept credit, and then you have like some Twitter nut jobs in the writer's room writing this dialogue.
Yeah, it's basically like what Uncharted. Not Uncharted. It's basically like The Last of Us. I don't care what you say, Razor. It's basically like that.
How? Like the writing is great in The Last of Us.
1, not 2.
I think 2 as well. I think 2.
No.
Yeah, I do. Have you played 2? Have you played 2?
I played 2. It is the worst experience ever, and I'm going to.
And
if you tell me, oh, how'd you get it then? It's like I'm not going to tell you my secret. Oh, did I?
No, that's not what I was going to ask. What I was going to ask is like the worst thing ever. I think that's some hyperbole right there. I don't think that.
And even some people say like Uncharted 3 and 4 story is terrible. I'm like, no, you gotta be kidding me, no. Like, yeah,
it's hard.
I'll say maybe 3 is the weakest of the stories.
I would say 1. No, 1 is the weakest, definitely.
Oh, yeah, 1 is the weakest. I'm sorry. 3 I would count as second weakest, but but like what was it? Annie Hennig went off with a bang, but then I think no, didn't she do 4 too, or no? Somebody else
No,
did 4.
she got ousted out of Naughty Dog. There was some kind of problem going on behind the scenes, and she basically, I'm pretty sure she got like strong armed out the door.
Yeah,
but
which
she
is stupid.
yeah, and she hasn't really done anything worthwhile since then. And then I don't know about this Marvel thing she's doing. It's like I don't even know what it is. Like it doesn't even have a name. Like what is it? It's just some like Captain America, Black Panther thing.
Concept art at least to show what exactly it is, or
it's just a CG trailer they showed during the Disney thing. That was it, and it was like a minute long. And I'm like, what is this? I don't. What is this?
Yeah, because I gotta maybe if I like go for Nibel's thing, I could see it real quick, and then I can tell you what it is. Because I'm a comic book guy. I know, like if I see something like, yeah, this is this thing. Let me see. Apparently, though, and again, take it with a grain of salt. I think Neil Druckmann was the one who ousted.
Did you say Neil Druckmann?
Yeah, that's because he's.
Oh my
because
God.
I feel like he's drunk every time he fucking writes.
No,
I don't care. Okay, yeah.
I care.
Don't tell me that Neil is a great writer. He's not a fucking great writer.
Adam,
he fucking sucks.
I understand that you like. I understand that you like Last of Us 2, and I can see why.
I don't just like it. I love it. I think it's better than the first one.
Like I said, Last of Us 2, like it does have. Like I think it's a pretty looking game.
It's not perfect. I'm never gonna argue that it's perfect or one of the best games ever. It's got some major pacing problems, especially in the middle.
Yeah.
Especially like some of the Abby stuff. But I've never understood the like insane amount of like criticism that it's gotten over the years. I've never understood.
It's really just the whole fact that like imagine playing like a Uncharted game with like that has Nathan Drake in it, but then Nathan Drake isn't even in it because they just like delete him out of the story entirely.
Yeah, but there's a good reason for Joel. But Joel dying in the beginning, like, and one, I never wanted a sequel to The Last of Us. Like, I never wanted one because I thought the ending to the first one is great. Like, it just leaves it completely open-ended. It's like, it's just perfect the way it ends. Like, it's so ambiguous. It leaves all this room for speculations. Like, what does Ellie believe Joel when Joel says his final, like, I swear that what I'm telling you is the truth. I wish I love The Last of Us 2, but I wish they had just left it at that. But they can't because it's The Last of Us and it was a huge success. And they're like, oh, we gotta do a second one. And it's like, okay, fuck. And I remember, like, going, okay, well, what would I do if I wouldn't. I guess that's my answer. It's like, what would you do for a Last of Us sequel? It's like, I wouldn't do anything. I would just leave it alone. But I think what they ended up doing, and I think it's also because I knew Joel was gonna die for like years before it was announced. Like, I think just the way they were marketing it, they were being so weird about it, so like coy. They never gave a straight answer as to like, is Joel dead? And I'm like, he's dead. Like, come on, like he is dead. And then they don't show, like, they try to do this thing in the trailer where they're like, oh, it's like the girlfriend that gets killed. I'm like, no, this is a total like red herring. It's so obvious to me. So that's why when like people were like shocked that Joel dies, to me, like when I played that moment, like when he gets killed, that was the least surprising thing. I was just like, oh yeah, I knew that was gonna happen, and I knew that we were gonna play as this killer. Like, I figured that out, like, way before it actually happened, because they showed Abby a long time ago in one of the trailers, and they never talked about her until after the game came out. Like, they never showed her again, besides that one trailer that came out in 2017. And I'm like, she's gonna be a big major character, and I'm willing to bet she's the one that kills Joel. And that's the reason that they're not showing her in the trailer, because you can figure it out from there. I honestly think if they had been a lot more honest about if Joel dies in the beginning, I think if they had spoiled that in the marketing and not tried to like hide it and do like this editing trickery, I honestly think people would have been more receptive to it, because it's like the idea of Ellie going on this revenge warpath because of Joel's death. I think that's an interesting thing to like market it off of, but they tried to. I think their mistake was just trying to hide it and trying to be like, oh, well, like, oh no, it's Ellie's girlfriend that dies. Like, I think the marketing really failed The Last of Us 2, as far as like, and like, there's really nothing in, like, for me, all the moments that are supposed to be shocking, they're not surprising because it's like, oh, it's so obvious what's going to happen. But I think even despite that, I think the story beats that they do, where they structure the whole game basically around the fallout of the ending to The Last of Us 1, where it's Ellie's journey, like, processing what Joel did. And I think Joel dying makes sense because it's like an actual consequence of it.
Dude, wait, I gotta show you this meme. It's so fucking funny. Wait, hold on. I'll put it in. There we go. Fucking
Farm Direct. Yeah, exactly. It's Farm Direct.
No. Oh, hold on. I think, like, hold on. I'm gonna try to edit that. Hold on. Oh my god. You keep talking. I gotta do something.
But I understand like, people not liking the story direction that they go, because I think The Last of Us 2 has some, like, big fucking balls, like, trying to tell the story that it does, but it's like, it's not perfect, and it's definitely I don't really think it does the whole, like, look how bad you should feel, look how, like, traumatized Ellie is about killing all these people, and it's like, no, because if you're killing it like the way the game, if you're doing it the way the game wants you to, with, like, murdering these people, like, you almost don't have a choice because the enemies are so aggressive that just makes stealth not like a pacifist thing, like, so much, like, whatever.
One thing I hate about it. Like, why offer what is it? Why offer a mechanic to kind of, correct me if I'm wrong, to kind of give mercy to so-and-so enemies when they're just gonna try to kill you anyways as soon as you're done with them. I'm like, bro, like, what the hell? What's the point then?
Last of Us was the most woke disaster in gaming history. No, what's woke about it? I don't understand. Like, why? Because there's a trans kid in it. Like, who fucking cares? I'm sorry.
Said that too. I said that it's woke.
I don't.
Sorry.
Why is it woke though? Like, we knew Ellie is gay from the first game. We know Abby is a female character that you play as. I don't understand. Like, you play as two female characters. If that's woke somehow, then, like, okay, I don't understand that. And then there's a trans kid in it, which is like, okay. And then, and the thing is too, people that are on, like, the Twitter nut jobs, they got mad at The Last of Us 2 because they dead named the trans kid, but they do it for a very specific reason. And I'm like, okay, that's fine, like, whatever. Like I'm in this weird middle ground where it's like you have one side of it that absolutely hates it for, like, this reason, and then you have the other side of it that hates it for a very different reason, and I'm in this weird middle ground where I'm like, both of y'all I don't understand, because I think it's great. And then Last of Us was released during the protest. Naughty Dog doesn't orchestrate protest. What are you talking about? Okay, so
like, when the game came out,
I know,
like, at a
but
weird time.
No, you're not. I just don't get it with The Last of Us Part 2. It's just kind of like, I get it to some degree, but to, like, those spectacles of, like, people pulling out their, like, discs and, like, cutting them up and shit. I'm like, okay.
Okay,
like,
okay. I said that before. I did say that, argue that on Twitter. Like, look, guys, it's all right to dislike the game, but don't be crazy and start destroying your shit.
But I also don't think like this hyperbole, like, throwing it out there as like it's like a woke disaster and all that shit. It's like I don't think that, because it's like, I look at a game like like something from Ubisoft where they're like, so, like, they're trying so hard to be, like, diverse, but it comes across as, like, so fake and so shallow, and you have Ubisoft who's, like, not above exploiting people, and it's like that. I'm like, that's like, that totally is like a woke thing, and like I don't even use that word very often because I think it's so overused and such like an umbrella term for something.
There we go.
But it's like, something like Ubisoft, I think when they do it, it's like shut the fuck up. Like, you're just, but with Naughty Dog, I'm willing to give Naughty Dog a lot more of the benefit of the doubt. I have no doubt that there are some, like, Twitter nut jobs that work at Naughty Dog. Like, I have no question in my mind that that's a reality.
Oh, yeah,
but
totally.
It's like, I also understand that it's like, again, I understand people being mad about the story direction that it goes. That's fine. Like that's fine with me. But to also say it's like one of the worst games ever made, it's like a 0 out of 10. Like I'm like objectively, it's not a 0 out of 10. Like unless you hate like really amazing pretty graphics, then okay. But like
Yeah, like I said, the game is definitely beautiful. Like they went all out on everything. Like it's
not
crazy.
like it's not like an ET for Atari. It's not a Superman 64. It's
Oh,
not
yeah,
a
like,
it's not a
come
Ride
on,
to
you
Hell
gotta
Retribution.
Agree, though, with this, though. You gotta agree with this, though. The way they handled Joel's death was stupid. Like, come on.
I felt like it needed to be more brutal. I'm the one.
To me,
I'm like, he got off easy. He got a golf club.
I know. Like,
You got the
like,
Andrew
I want to
Ryan
argue
treatment.
too that
Mhm.
Abby shouldn't have been able to kill Joel that easily, but you know that's just me.
But she am. But he like I think like he. But I think him making that mistake of him telling her the name, I think that plays into the theme from the first Last of Us of like your luck runs out eventually, and he makes a very fatal mistake and it costs him. And I'm like that's fine. I'm fine with like characters making mistakes, and when you put in the context of what Joel is thinking at the time, when you like realize the information you get later, he also is thinking about like Ellie. Because, like, the night before he gets killed, they reconcile, or she makes an attempt, finally, to start reconciliation after years of being estranged. So that's all he's thinking about. He's just thinking about, I just want to get this over with and get back to camp, because Ellie is there, and we're doing movie night and all that, and he makes a horrible mistake, and he dies. He pays for it with his life. And that's like, that one
Tommy
mistake
basically, if I remember, yeah, Tommy basically kind of goes half dead, and what I mean by he basically gets paralyzed and stuff.
He gets some kind of like brain damage at the end of the game as well. He gets shot in the face.
My brother explained it. Yeah, he got shot in the face and then got like brain damage. Cause like
he gets divorced as well. Like his wife leaves him at the end too. If I remember, I think Maria leaves him at the end, like because he's so like broken after the whole thing of going after Joel's killers.
There was some things that was funny to me, especially when I watched like the Angry Joe thing. I think like the funniest part was probably the fact that one of the pregnant characters was just out like fighting zombies, climbing on shit.
I think that was really corny. Yeah, that because I can respect the story of like mirroring Ellie's and Abby's stories together, but there's some elements of them that are really corny. Like you have both. There's two female characters on each side that are pregnant, and it's like, oh my god, like okay, like come on. And yeah, I don't give a fuck about that other the pregnant one on Abby's side, yeah, because she's a total cunt, and then when she gets killed, even though she's pregnant,
at least we can agree on that.
Even though she's pregnant, I was like, whatever, I don't care. Like they do a bad job. They do like a really bad job of like making you feel sympathy for that pregnant character. Then when she gets killed, I was like, okay, well, whatever. And then like Ellie, Ellie, and then Ellie. What doesn't work too is that, and I mentioned this even in the video that I did about it a long time ago when it came out, is that I think that there is this major disconnect between what Ellie goes through in the game and then the player, because Ellie is like traumatized over these like individual murders that she commits where they're like named characters among Abby's crew, and she's like, oh my god, I tortured and killed Nora, oh my god, I killed a pregnant woman. It's like, bitch, do you know how many people I've been like mowing down this whole game with like explosive arrows and stabbing all these dogs to death and doing all this shit? It's like if you're not traumatized by that, but she's just like, oh my god, oh, I'm so traumatized, I tortured this one person. Oh my god, I'm so traumatized, I killed a pregnant woman. It's like, it just doesn't make sense. That I agree with.
Sounds like they expect you to feel sympathy due to some sense of entitlement. Look, and I keep saying, and I don't care, that's how Neil's writing works. He writes this shit, and then it's like, I'm sorry if I make it sound like it's bullshit, but I'm just saying that Neil, like, sometimes his writing goes one way and then it goes to the other. Like I said, we'll make that pregnant chick and she gets a sense of entitlement, gets act like a bitch because she's pregnant, or or at least like, see, it's different. It's like you have to remember that yes, she's a character in her own video game, but there has to be something about her that we have to care about as an audience or as a player. We don't.
Yeah.
We don't give a shit about her when we kill her ass.
Like, yeah, that pregnant girl's dead.
Well, it's like and then also when you already know that she's gonna die because you as Ellie have already murdered her by the time you've gotten to Abby's story. It's like, okay, I mean that's fine. Like I think the use of like dramatic irony, it works in most cases, but when it's like, Ellie, like, I think it's like also because you've been stabbing dogs for so long as Ellie. When you see Abby's dog die in her side, Abby's side of the story, it's kind of like, okay, whatever. Well, I've been like stabbing dogs this whole game, so I don't really care about this dog that's dead.
Yeah,
just because
again,
it's Abby's, I don't care.
It's like it sucks because it's like it's almost like they write it. They want you to care, but because like they're hitting you in all these different directions, it's like I just don't care.
I also
but
think
they want you to care, which is like weird.
I think the pacing is very strange too, and I don't think this story works unless it was edited this way and structured this way. Because if you already knew that Joel and Ellie attempted some kind of reconciliation or made the first step towards reconciliation before he died,
oh my god, Delta! What is that? Like how? Wait, can people do that in their locker?
Yeah, they do that in their locker in Splatoon. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh my god,
that's horrible.
That's like when fucking like that's like at Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1 and 2, when you can make your own spray paints and stuff, and then you can just do it like butts or ass or people literally having sex.
Oh,
like,
I know.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do in the locker rooms. Like you can literally have that gun just like facing the fucking person who.
Oh, I know, it's crazy.
Kidnapped hostage
It's
about to
funny to me.
execute him in the locker room.
Yeah, but with The Last of Us 2, like I still think it's very. I know Clayx, you're gonna be like, ugh. I think it is very ambitious. I think it is very creative in a lot of its storytelling, but it's not perfect. It does some things that I'm like, okay. I don't. Another thing too is like I've said this before too. Like I am not convinced I would like it as much if I played it a second time, which is like because I already know what's going to happen, and part of the thrill the first time was not knowing the stuff that's going to happen later on, but. I'm not sure that it will work the second time as much the first time. I'm just not sure.
Someone said too that like, and I could be wrong. They said, "Oh, if you just played as Ellie and not Abby, the game would be a lot better." In his opinion, and I'd be like, I kind of see it, But then, of course, like remember, they'd have to take out all the gameplay segments of Abby, and then like the game would be much shorter.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess I am kind of a fan of the whole idea of like living the two perspectives of like what Ellie's doing and then what Abby's doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like going back and forth on them. Like I do like that aspect because it's like, well, shit. Now you're understanding why this shit's going on, stuff like that. But I don't know.
I think Abby has a good reason to kill Joel too, because he fucking murdered her dad. But I'm like, it's the problem is that it's not revealed why she kills him until the midway point in the story when the perspective changes. And I mean, that's probably the only part of the game that surprised me, because I was like, oh, that's the reason. Because I was thinking, what's the connection between this chick and Joel? But if you're going into it blind and you're just witnessing this woman just murder Joel, it's kind of like, I can understand it being off-putting in the beginning, but once you get the justification for it, it's like, okay, well, yeah, because he did, especially since he did like murder a fuckload of people at the. Well, that's the thing, like you can murder. He at least murders Marlene, and he murders the doctor. Like that, you can't avoid. You can avoid all the other deaths that you have to commit in The Last of Us, the first one at the end. Like, you can try to sneak past a lot of those, like, Firefly guards at the end, but
yeah,
you have to kill Marlene. You have to kill the doctor, and you have to, like, rob them of the chances of getting a vaccine for it.
Yeah, it. I guess in a way too, it's the fact that when companies do these protagonists, that's like the main face that everyone just gets like so connected to and they love it. Like that's Joel was practically just the face of Last of Us
Yeah.
entirely. That's why people cared so much. That like it was
That's
like
the thing too that
yeah
like it reminds me when they did the remake and they did the
yeah
cover art for the Last of Us. We'll call the Last of Us Part One instead of
Mhm.
like Last of Us.
Yeah.
They made like Joel so minuscule in the cover art and made Ellie like the star. You know, which I'm like
yeah
at least again and like Last of Us. Joel, at least like part one, not part two. Joel and Ellie are 50-50. They are the main two characters. I don't
Well,
know why.
Joel is like 80% who you play as the whole game.
I
It's
know,
only
yeah
like
yeah,
the last
exactly,
bits who plays Ellie.
exactly. And like, yeah, honestly, it should have been the opposite. Ellie should have been and again, we're not trying to like I'm not trying to say Ellie should not exist. Like, absolutely not. She was great in the first part of the game. I'm just saying that Joel is the biggest part of the game. We mostly play as him.
I think I also come from I think from my perspective too, I've never been, I think with me, because I've never been like crazy about The Last of Us, it's kind of like, I don't feel this sense of connection to Joel. So I'm a lot more like indifferent towards the idea of losing him. Like that's my
yeah
perspective too. And also I think so let me ask you to this as well.
Yeah.
I'll put this question to you guys. Would you have been more receptive to Joel dying in the beginning if they had made that the kicking off point like a long time ago before the game came out? Like if they told you that Joel is killed by this like mysterious character and you as Abby have to go like hunt them down. Like that idea. Like if they told
yeah
if he told you that
Mm.
like 2 or 3 years before the game came out.
yeah
If it wasn't a
yeah
shock when it happens.
yeah. I'm
Yeah,
trying to think.
and that's a toughie because on one hand, it's like, yeah, because I love Joel. So if hearing that, if they actually made that, then yeah, I think like as a surprise factor, I would be very sad. But if like I was told ahead of time and they
Mm-hmm.
changed the plot a bit, right, to do like, oh, he's dead. Now you have to play as like, of course, Ellie to like take revenge and all. They'd be like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'd be down for that. Heck, that's originally what I was like. It's funny enough. Before I knew the last was part two, but I knew kind of the plot. That's what I thought the plot was. That Joel was already dead, and you're playing as Ellie like in her 20s, and now she's hunting the people that killed him.
Mm-hmm.
That was like way before I knew, and then I was like, oh, it's like, wait a minute, this is different, but I kind of called it.
That's the one thing too, is that I understand why they couldn't have shown Abby in the trailer, because it's like and then again, I don't know, like if would people have accepted that if they had just been a lot more honest about what the game is in the beginning?
Yeah
If they had just cut the bullshit with the marketing and the like the sneak, because they
yeah
did that thing where I hate it when they do this, when they edit in characters that aren't supposed to be there in the final game. Like, because there's a bit in the trailer, I think it's like the release date trailer, the original one, where you see Joel and he's like alive and he says, he meets up with Ellie and he's like, oh, did you think I was gonna let you do this alone? And like that scene doesn't exist in the game because that's a totally different character, because they're trying to like distract you from thinking like, oh, Joel's dead, but they're like, oh no, look, he's in the trailer, he's talking to Ellie, but it's not there in the final game. Like it's all bullshit. Like it's a totally different character.
Yeah, I never understood that for games and movies where they have to lie.
They
Like, and
CGI stuff
my,
out.
yeah, in my opinion, you know why they do that? Because they don't want us to get spoiled. Well, here's the thing: you need to be more creative. Then, if you don't want to
yeah
spoil,
Or
then
just be
don't
honest.
show it. Yeah, oh yeah, exactly. Just be honest about it. Don't like fucking try to do some fake bullshit,
Mm-hmm.
to try to like like get a one up on us. Like, we're your audience. We're paying for this shit.
Because
Literally.
that's the thing
Yeah.
too with like when you hinge your whole, the more you have to hide, the more there's a risk of it getting leaked out, like what happened with The Last of Us 2, and then like a lot of people like turn against you.
Yeah, exactly. People get pissed off. It also happened too with to me personally, that's like what happened when with Star Wars The Force Awakens, because we were doing these theories, all this other stuff, and then it got leaked, and I think a lot of people got pissed off because really it was just like mostly a ripoff of episode 4. And we're like, come
Yeah.
on, man, it's not this shit ain't original, you know? Like wasted our time theorizing this shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Disney. Disney is like especially bad with that because Disney does a lot of shit where it's like they like encourage a lot of this like fan theorizing and like, oh my god, what all these things could happen, and I guarantee you the least interesting thing always happens in these Disney movies.
Okay, somebody said,
All of
like,
them.
okay, wait, somebody said so the reason they didn't show the direct in the UK was because of the Zelda release, Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, because the Queen died.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh, for
really?
fuck's sake, Nintendo, come on. Seriously.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see. One of my Discord servers like is going all crazy because it's a war, right? Because like some support the Square Enix farm games, the others don't, and it's like a war about like, no, this is
Oh my
great. It's like,
God.
no, it sucks. Like,
Yeah, it was not particularly good Switch.
yeah, no, it's like I think what was it? Yeah, one guy said like, yeah, I said it too. It was like, yeah, it's like including all of it, there's like 9-10 games that are just Square Enix and farming games.
And then you
I
have
think
guest appearance from Zelda at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
think,
the Pikmin
what was it?
title.
Someone
And
said-
Pikmin, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the fake out tactic is very disrespectful to the audience. Yeah, for trailers, yeah, I don't like it. I absolutely do not like it. It's stupid.
Which
Yeah,
what tactic?
No, Seraph said like, yeah, I think the fake out tactic. I mean,
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about,
yeah,
like, you know, in game movies stuff like that. I think the fake out tactic is very disrespectful to the audience.
Yeah, I don't like it when they do that. It's like even a game like BioShock Infinite that has a lot of like secrets to hide. That the trailers for that aren't like, ooh, like trying to like misdirect you as to like what's going on. It's just they do a lot of things out of context, which that's how you should do it. Just show things out of context. Don't try to like hinge your marketing on like, ooh, we're just being all like sneaky with what the plot is. And it's like, shut up.
One of the first trailers for Bioshock Infinite was like the whole guy getting thrown out the house and falling down. Like that gave you just like a sort of idea, like, oh, it takes place in the sky. Still doesn't explain a lot of things. That's great.
Yeah. Or just don't like I don't like it when PlayStation like under markets their games or just like weird shit with them. But it's like I think you could just sell it on like it's The Last of Us. There you go. That's it. Like don't show all these trailers. Don't do like fake CGI like trickery with the characters. Don't edit out characters from scenes just to make, because there's a part too in one of the trailers where there's a scene where Ellie is like on horseback and her girlfriend is with her in the final game, but in the trailer they edit out the girlfriend to try to like make it like, oh, the girlfriend's the one that gets killed. Ooh, oh my goodness. And it's like
I think I would have been more pissed off if they showed like a gameplay trailer and it had at least like 3 or 4 minutes of like Joel gameplay.
Oh, that would I would not
that
have.
Would have been like
I would have been
pissed. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have been pissed.
That's going
like,
way too far.
Like, why? And also, like honestly, like and being for real, that is a waste of like game developer time and resources, because it's like it's like, yeah, could you like, yeah, again, Neil was the game director, right?
He was the there's like, that's the thing now with all these games, there's like multiple game directors now. It's hard to keep track of. You have like creative director, you have game director, you have it's like, okay, well, what's what?
Yeah, because I'm like, man, like I actually tried to study that, and I'm like, man, there's so much like stuff. It's like it's different from, of course, like movie directors, because they have different jobs on what they have to direct exactly. Like, oh, I think creative directors like, oh, how the creative process of the game is going. The game director is in charge of making sure all the game mechanics and all that are all working. You know, He talks to the artists. He talks to the programmers, that kind of thing. Like there's so much yeah, like I said, I'm like movie directors, like game directors. They're like there's a reason there's multiple directors of them, because they have to like keep in charge of all this stuff.
Yeah. So I'm sorry for my viewers that are like that wanted us to talk about the direct, but we're talking about The Last of Us Part 2. It's like,
well,
it's like
kind of
there's really
okay,
not much to
because
talk
like I
about
said,
with the direct. That's the problem.
I know, but we'll probably do this exact same thing after we watch the state of play.
Oh,
least, like,
Octopath
I will
Traveler is coming to
definitely-
PS5? Oh, for real?
Wait, which one?
Octopath Traveler 2, it's gonna be on PS5?
I thought that was a
Oh.
Switch.
Let me see.
Oh, let's see. I think
Oh no,
they're probably...
maybe Shane was mistaken. Hold on.
Let's see.
Oh, well, yeah, it won't be a Switch exclusive. Yeah, arrive at launch for Switch, PC, and PS5/PS4.
Oh, so I think you're right. I think like Square Enix might try to just stay multi-platform.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make sense for them to be Nintendo exclusive.
No, like I just
like they make their money from Nintendo, but they want to play
Yeah.
it safe. Play.
The only thing that Sony really gets out of Square Enix is just mainline Final Fantasy stuff. That's really about it. And you get like the occasional third party thing here and there, like Forspoken, which I don't know what Sony saw in that to buy 2 years of console exclusivity. That just feels like such a waste of money. It's like Xbox can fucking keep it. That's fine. We don't need this.
Yeah.
It's the same thing like with Ghostwire Tokyo and Deathloop. They paid like a stupid amount of money to have those be console exclusives, and they both are like they really undersold financially.
Now my friends' Twitters are all just making fun of the UK over the Tears of the Kingdom thing. God damn it, Nintendo. Like, come on. Wait,
Yeah.
Razor, what did you say before? You said, like, God damn it, Nintendo, and then you said, it's like, that's why you blocked the UK over this shit?
Yeah, because Sony isn't keeping with that, like, oh, we're mourning for the Queen. They're gonna do their fucking state of play. They don't give a shit. They're like, we're doing the state of play, Queen or no Queen. So I was like, why is Nintendo, but like Tears of the Kingdom, like, I guess they're like, oh, we don't want Twitter to get mad at us, so we're gonna. It's like, fuck you, shut up, just show the goddamn trailer. Come on. Plus, like, now it's gonna get leaked out everywhere. Not leaked, but it's everywhere now. With Breath of the Wild too, or sorry, Tears of the Kingdom.
And already now it's already leaked. The reason you're not putting it out to the UK, now the UK fans are gonna get. They might get pissed at us because we might laugh in their faces whenever we're watching it first. But
yeah,
but it doesn't matter. We don't give a fuck about them. I'm sorry to UK fans. I'm just saying. It's not that we hate you. It's just that we're sorry that you didn't get to see it because Nintendo's being a bunch of fucking dumbasses. Because they're getting a little emotionally insensitive right now.
Yeah. So I guess Xbox has got native Discord now before PlayStation.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, you can now chat with anyone on Discord via voice channels or group calls directly from your console, making it easy to connect with friends across mobile, Xbox, and PC. That's pretty good.
I mean,
And then
I'm
the
gonna
GoldenEye.
be honest with you. I'm not as like pissed off that we didn't get too much in this direct, only because they actually did have a major game come out with like Splatoon 3 just recently coming out, so like everyone has something to play right now.
Yeah, no, they're definitely a lot
Which is
better
weird.
as far as consistency compared to Xbox and PlayStation. But I just, after all this time, it's kind of like I expected more from it.
More. Yeah,
I wish they had just cut out so much of the fat with a lot of these like farming games and fucking like indie games. Like, okay, just cut these out and then put maybe like 1 or 2 more Nintendo things in there. I don't know, just something. We're still waiting on Metroid Prime 4.
yeah, I'm gonna lose my shit when I see the fucking title for that.
Oh, the official website for Tears of the Kingdom is up.
Oh.
It's just the key art in the trailer. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But the last thing I'll say before I end the stream, at least, is apparently
same,
anyone
same.
who owns Rare Replay on Xbox One or Series X, they get the GoldenEye remaster for free.
Oh,
That's
hold
pretty
on,
cool.
hold on. Are you no, not you? It's like, are you fucking serious? Yeah, my friend Kev said to me, though. Okay, so they'll charge GoldenEye port to Xbox and Switch, but they'll only put the online multiplayer exclusive to Switch. Are you fucking serious?
Wait, really?
Yeah, he said it. It's like, oh my god, that is stupid.
Let me
Why
take a look at this
Nintendo?
press
Again,
release.
Nintendo, what are you doing? Yeah, Nintendo, what the fuck are you doing?
Guide game on.
Yeah. I
Let's
gotta like. I
see.
hope. It's like I hate to say. I hope he's lying because like seriously, that is a stupid move on Nintendo's part.
Yeah, I'm not.
Like again, GoldenEye. Like yeah, okay, yeah. We play GoldenEye on the 64. Yeah, but like other people should have, of course, the right to play it online too with their friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a oh man. Because I guess like well, I guess like what is it? Nintendo got the rights or whatever or something.
Yeah.
That's how they're getting the exclusive, like, oh, like we got GoldenEye 64 first, like, cuz in the name. So yeah, we're gonna put it on online only for us. Uh
No,
I
but
guess
I
oh, no, go ahead, Delta. I'm sorry.
yeah, this is probably like one of the last major things I want to say, so you can end your
no, it's
stream.
fine. It's fine.
I seriously feel like that they really need to come out with a better Twitch or
Yes.
something at some point.
They
Because
definitely
I
need to.
honestly, I'm starting to get a little tired of watching all these trailers that we're seeing for new games, and the game just looks so. You can see the pixels and everything else. Like it's
I think Tears of the Kingdom,
yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Besides, like yeah,
I'm excited for it, but it's like oh my god, like it playing at like really rough 30 frames on the Switch. On this like old ass Switch. Oh man, like I'll buy it, I'll play it, but I just man,
yeah.
It's like Super Mario Odyssey plays at 60 frames and it looks amazing, but like come on Nintendo, like you gotta start doing some new hardware here with the Switch. I don't even care if they don't make a new console, just keep making iterative versions of the Switch. That's fine, just release one, like a new model once every like 4 years or so.
If they can make it stronger than the Steam Deck in some fashion, they would be doing a good job.
Oh, they very easily could. It's Nintendo. Their R&D department is really good. It's like it's just a matter of like those really weirdo corporate people that they have that are just making
they need to do
decisions.
something because Steam Deck can play like fucking Cyberpunk and shit like that on it. Like it's crazy. They need to do something.
Since I'm not going to be streaming it because I have prior things to deal with.
It looks like Harvest Moon 64 is going to be available on Nintendo Switch Online in Japan.
So okay. Like,
nice. So technically another Square Enix Harvest game.
Harvest Moon is not Square Enix, but it is another farming game.
Yeah.
Harvest Moon is what's the publisher? I guess it's Harvest Moon 64.
Yeah, it was Harvest Moon 64.
They have Minecraft ice cream now, and it's
do they really?
Cubes.
Oh my god!
Oh god!
Oh my god! It's like you. It's like somebody saying, "Let's see." I really hope we get a Bloodborne sequel announced with State of Play. They're not doing that.
You're torturing yourself doing that.
Yeah, dude, don't torture yourself. Like again, it's just
Natsumi. There we go.
Yeah.
Packin' Soft. That's the publisher for Harvest Moon 64.
Yeah.
Minecraft.
As far as like, am I mad that would I have called off to have seen this direct? Probably not.
The Legend of Zelda
I would have been pissed.
The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom will also be a farming life sim RPG.
I wouldn't be surprised at this point.
No more cloud versions.
But like I was if this had been released during a time where I was off or working and I like called out for the day to watch it, I would have been pretty pissed off. I'd been like, fuck, like that was not worth it.
if I
It's
were
like
to
a-
sit there like DM you, like what would you feel if I DM'd you like, hey, you want to watch the direct today?
Oh.
It has a lot of Square Enix in it. Like,
It's
I
like-
would have
would
been
you,
like,
like-
no, that's all right. I'll wait till I get home. That's the thing. Like, it's so fucking irritating when they. This is one thing that I'll give Microsoft is that Microsoft, when they're doing an event like their annual thing, they tell you like way in advance when they're gonna do it. It gives you plenty of time to like take the day off, be like, oh, this is like an actual thing to look forward to. Then you got fucking Nintendo and Sony do all this last minute bullshit, and they're like, duh, come by, it's tomorrow, duh! And then it's like, well, fuck, now I can't. I got a life to live. I got shit to do. I don't have time to be like you like. I don't plan my life around you unless you give me like advance notice, and I mean like a month in advance of when you're gonna do it. Like Sony used to do that, where they're like, here's the date, here's when we're gonna do it, gotcha. And now they're like, it's 2 days from now. And I'm like, oh, I can't. Fuck it.
the biggest event in the world
tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then it's a shit state of play where they show like fucking Forspoken and Diofield Chronicles for like the billionth time. But as far as that state of play, since I won't be streaming it, I'll just say my predictions here. I think Forspoken will be there. I think Valkyrie Profile, whatever the new one, will be there. I think Star Ocean will be there. The one that I am certain will be there, that I know Shane, my buddy Shane, is like makes fun of me for it. Silent Hill 2 remake from those fucking hacks at Bloober Team. I have a gut feeling that that's gonna be there.
I know there's a fan remake I really want to try once they're done.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact that, like, again, I think like they can do good. I've seen their work. It's just, you know, Konami's gonna be bitches and be like, actually, you can't make the whole game. You know?
No,
like,
I think Konami hiring Bloober Team to remake Silent Hill 2 is like the worst possible thing that could happen
it's just
for the
like
return
those
of
people
Silent
that
Hill.
tried to remake Silent Hill 2, right? And they made that fucking Comic Sans thing at the fucking. Oh my god.
No, it's just what has Bloober Team done to deserve this privilege of remaking one of like the most iconic horror games of all time?
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but they haven't really done anything.
No,
like, legit,
they're like they're trend chasers. They're trend chasers. All they know how to do is just look at what's currently popular or what people want, and then they just make a game out of it. It's like horror was popular. Oh, let's make Layers of Fear. Oh, people want Silent Hill. Let's make the medium. Let's get some. Let's take advantage of that. Oh, PT is popular. Oh, let's fill PT shit and Layers of Fear. It's like shut up. Like these guys, and then their writing is ghastly. Their writing is so bad when it comes to dealing with like really dark, sensitive subject matters.
Yeah, my bro was he was a fan of Layers of Fear, but he's not gonna play the new one they're making because he says like, yeah, the writing is gonna be trash as always. And they make like he even says like what is it? He says like sometimes their games are so like obvious in the scare department. Like there are games like he said there are games like Resident Evil 8 that know how to make good horror moments. Like make good jump scares, make good so and so. Layers of Fear, they make it so obvious that it's going to be a jump scare, and it's like and all this other stuff. I'm like, I don't feel scared playing this.
And then you get to like the medium, which I actually don't mind the medium in the beginning. I think the medium actually establishes like a good atmosphere.
I was so mad at the medium. It's like I want to love it. I want to love it because the concept, to me, the concept was amazing. The character, like the main character, she's pretty cool in my opinion. And like the way that the way you explain it, that you cross over to these worlds. You know, the human world, and then like the world of if you can help me out, what was that world? It's
I don't remember, man. It's been like 2 years.
This hellish oriented world, whichever.
Yeah.
But then like it falls apart as the more you play the game. I'm like, fuck, man.
Well, and also like it really like fucks with the frame rate too, because Bloober Team is not good at optimizing this for PC.
Optimizing their shit.
And it like I had to play it at like 30 frames per second because it fucked with my frame rate so hard when I tried running it at 60, And I was like, I can't play it like this. Like it's a slow ass game. It's like an exploration thing. I'll take the hit and play it at 30 just to get a consistent frame rate. And then when they like if it was just like a mediocre like Silent Hill thing, it's kind of like, okay, whatever. But then you get into stuff like they start like bringing in themes into the medium like suicide and child rape and Nazis and trauma, and they do it like so badly to where it's just like it just feels so like distasteful the way they handle it in the medium, where they use like these themes as like carnival, like it's like a carnival attraction where you're going through like a haunted house at a carnival and it's like boo, and they have all this like window dressing, it's like scary stuff. That's what they do in the medium, where it's like, oh look, it's Nazis. Oh look, it's there's child rape. Oh, disturbing. It's like yeah, but you're not doing anything interesting with it. Like Silent Hill 2 is dark as shit. Silent Hill 2 has a character that's like sexually abused as a child, and she basically like commits suicide at the end. That it's like implied that she basically gives in to her trauma at the end. But the difference between Silent Hill 2 and the medium is that Silent Hill 2 is really well written and like it portrays it so effectively. And then you get to the medium and it just feels like a fucking like exploitative carnival ride.
Yeah, it makes it reminds me too. Hold on. Oh yeah, you keep going. I need to find it real quick. Something. Let's see.
But fuck the medium, and the ending is one of the worst endings I've ever seen. Not only for a video game, but anything.
Wait. So like, if you could tell me like in a more abridged version, like what happens? Like, oh, this happens and this happens. Like
in the medium.
Yeah.
You guys both breaking up.
No, I can hear you both just fine.
Oh, you guys are like fuzzy for me.
Oh, really?
Damn.
Sure.
But weird. In the medium, if I'm remembering this correctly, there is a character that like you're going through the memory of this guy in the world, and you find out that this character, my god, what is it? I think you encounter this little girl throughout the game where it's not like implied, it's like pretty much almost like very explicitly stated that she was like sexually abused as a child by somebody. I think it was like a family member or like a neighbor or something, and it's like that's really all they do of it. They're just like, oh, she was sexually abused, and then when the time comes when you actually like meet this guy, this creature that sexually abuses her, it's just some like big like goofy looking like monster thing. And then you don't really do anything with it. You just like zap it away. And it's like it was just there, not really explored all that much. So it's really just there to be like shocking quotes. It's like disturbing content.
That
quotes.
reminds me of like Fear. If you guys know the Fear franchise and Fear Free, like with the final boss, like even then, like just what you describing it, at least like you actually had they actually built it up over the quote unquote father, and like you destroying this stuff that basically caused like your mental abuse and the physical abuse, like destroying the toys and destroying the items that caused you harm. Like at least again, like I said, at least that's built up. At least they built it up to where
it's something.
You have the courage and confidence to beat it, And for some reason, it reminds me again with Silent Hill 2, like there's built up to why you're fighting these monsters and fighting these mental traumas, basically.
Pyramid Head is a manifestation of James's sexual frustration when he couldn't fuck his wife while she was dying of cancer.
Hold on. It looks like Judgment and Lost Judgment for PC, but I imagine it's
really? Let me see.
But I imagine it's gonna be for fucking.
That's right. There's that RGG studio thing that's happening recently.
I know, but like,
okay.
No, but at the same time, I was gonna say I don't think it's gonna be on Steam. It's gonna be on.
Epic.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I just kind of feel like it's gonna be on. Well, no. Well, Yakuza was on Steam, so
Yakuza was on Steam.
Yeah, so maybe Lost Judgment.
Oh no, that's tomorrow. Oh, that's tomorrow. Oh my god, that's 3 o'clock in the morning my time. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
watching that. No, thank you.
Yeah.
But
That's cool.
yeah,
That's cool though.
yeah.
You know, I'll finally get to play those 2 Judgment games and know why you like them so much, like the both of them.
I like the first one more. The second one's good, but it's like it's almost like double the stuff from the first one, but it's like everything that I don't like about the first one is still there and worse, but everything I like about the first one is still there and better. So it like evens itself out in the end. But yeah, like I just don't understand, other than to like be cheap. I don't understand why Konami, and yet again, this has not been officially confirmed or anything like that. But it's been a rumor for a very, 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 very long time that Bloober Team is working on Silent Hill 2 remake. And I think Sony has like a year of console exclusivity. That was the rumor, which that to me sounds plausible, but I'm just so like disappointed that that's how they're going to bring Silent Hill back, that they're going to give it to this team that absolutely does not deserve it. Then they're remaking, they're not doing a remake, they're not doing like a soft reboot or a new game or anything like that. They're taking the most iconic one, the most beloved one, and remaking that and adding in what I assume to be their own like content, their own like new content into it. And they're going to change the voice acting, and which they already did change the voice acting in the remaster. And it's like, I'm so against that idea of remaking Silent Hill 2 when we don't even have a good version of the original Silent Hill that's readily available for everyone. That you don't have to emulate. It's that to me, it's like I'll say what I'm gonna say about Resident Evil 4 remake whenever that comes out, and whether I like it or not, it's still up in the air. Whether I like the changes that they make, but Resident Evil 4 you can very easily get on any console. Anywhere. You can go on Steam and get it. You can go on PlayStation and get it. You can go on Xbox and get it. I think you can even go on Switch and get it. And it plays still just as well as it did. It's not fucked up in any way. It runs beautifully on PlayStation at 60 frames. Plays beautifully on PC with mods. It's so readily available that I don't mind a remake. But with Silent Hill 2, especially considering we haven't had Silent Hill like proper for so many years, and now Konami, being Konami, because they're the worst, is going to go, oh, let's remake Silent Hill 2, bring that back, give it to these hacks at Bloober Team, and there you go. And it's like...
Yeah, that's what it reminds me. Oh my god, that reminds me. If the meme is unoptimized as shit, you better believe this game is going to be unoptimized to shit.
Yeah. I don't trust Konami, and I do not trust Bloober Team. I don't understand why there are some people that are like, oh my god, Konami's coming back. I'm like, I don't fucking care. Like, Konami is awful. Like people are so quick to forget how they treated Kojima. They're so quick to forget all the shenanigans they pulled like a while back. It's just like, go away. Just go away. Go run your casinos. Go run your gyms in Japan. Just fuck off from games forever.
They got gyms?
Mm-hmm.
Like they got
Konami,
gyms?
yeah. Konami's like a big brand in Japan. Like they own a lot of casinos. They own a lot of like pachinko parlors. They own gyms. They own health spas, and then they're like a video game company. Just if you want to keep making video games, just keep supporting your fucking Yu-Gi-Oh game. Keep supporting your Dance Dance Revolution, and then just leave Castlevania alone. Leave Metal Gear alone. Leave Silent Hill alone.
Honestly, they should do it like how, if I remember right, just do like correct me if I'm wrong, do it like the Square Enix thing where what was it? It was like Tomb Raider, Deus Ex, Legacy of Kain. Those franchises,
yeah, get rid of them.
Square Enix doesn't own them anymore.
No, they're Embracer now. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically do that. Just sell them off.
If you like clearly don't give a shit, so get rid of them.
I was gonna say, oh my god, yeah, I've been saying this since like Metal Gear Solid 5, like literally, like sell off Metal Gear. Like literally, you could still probably get a bit of a profit because you sold them off. Yeah, you could put them in for a big ass asking price, and then like a company will come in and grab the franchise.
It's better than
You
making
know?
a game like Metal Gear Survive. Better than that. I'd
Yeah.
rather I'd rather the series just go away forever than to see it get humiliated like that.
The same thing with Silent Hill.
Yeah,
I mean,
like I've
again,
asked for Silent Hill for years, but I would much rather it just be laid to rest than to be given like to fucking Bloober Team of all teams. Oh my god. Like you have so many talented horror companies out there, so many good developers. Give it to any of them. I guarantee you the people who made what's the one that you like, Delta? That Visage? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Visage. Give it to the team behind Visage. I bet they would do so much justice to Silent Hill. And you don't have to pay them anywhere near as much as you would Bloober Team, because they're not a known name like Bloober Team.
Oh yeah, oh my god, like my bro was like begging me to buy him Visage just because he's like, oh my god.
It's so fucking scary. Like, I don't know what the fuck they were drinking when they made it, but that game has like scared me shitless.
I'm not a graphics whore. Yeah, I'm not a graphics whore, but man, that is like one of the most realistic games I've ever seen. You know, and that's on Unreal Engine 3 or 4.
4.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh my god, like it's incredible.
Yeah, and
it's almost like I'm right. It's almost like I'm right there, you know.
Well, and it was inspired a lot by PT, but unlike like Layers of Fear and some of the shit that the Bloober Team's done, or it's like I feel like it actually took the lessons like properly from PT and like from what I've seen and applied them to the game that they're making. I guarantee that studio would go to town on Silent Hill if you just gave it to them.
This game is literally the definition of psychological horror.
Hill?
Yeah,
they know
they know.
Good. So at least they know
some
the
Easter eggs in
property
it.
and all that. So
I don't even think you would necessarily need to understand. I think if they could just replicate the atmosphere of PT and bring that to like a full game, which they already technically did with Visage, but you could just make a Silent Hill game out of that and have it be first person, and I think that could work.
You can play the game, Adam.
Yeah. No, not yet. I'm almost like intimidated by it. Like I'm not normally like scared to play. Yeah, I'm not normally like, because I don't like I'm not really big on like procedurally generated like. It's also the gameplay that I'm kind of like, I don't want to be doing these like puzzles and then I'd have to like figure it out. And I have to like avoid jump scares and stuff like that. It's like, I don't know, like that idea. It's that's kind of the thing that's been holding me back, I think. But everything else about it, I'm like, I'm very interested to check it out one day. Like and it's also like, that's another one that's like really disturbing from things that I've seen, but they do it in a way that actually is effective and not some like stupid window dressing like medium.
Yeah, Visage was still such a great fucking game. I'm surprised, Dog, you watched me play the whole damn game, considering how scary it was.
Well, even like House Beneviento in Resident Evil Village, that's like the closest we've come to like AAA Silent Hill, like PT in like a long time. Like that I'm like, give it to Capcom. Just make a deal with Capcom, give them Silent Hill, let them do it.
I joking, of course, I would kill for Konami and Capcom to actually be like gentlemen, shake hands and be like, all right, okay, you produce, we'll make the game. Like they would. They would kill again, like with the Visage team. They would fucking kill.
Yeah, they would.
A Silent Hill game.
Absolutely.
They could. Again, just do like almost exactly blow for blow like Resident Evil. But again, just put in the fog, put in the decrepit town, put in the psychological horror effects. Maybe you can still do the combat, but you have to be more careful because sometimes. What is it? It's kind of weird how they do combat, right, between Resident Evil and Silent Hill, because, like, it's very weird. It's almost like you want to be pacifist, because, like, I remember I played Resident Evil Downpour. You can't kill enemies. You can knock them. You basically do a Batman thing. You can knock them down, but you gotta run, because if you kill them, it'll make you evil, you know.
Wait, a Silent Hill Downpour, right?
Yeah, because like I said, if you kill your enemies, you get, I guess, bad karma, which I'm like, really?
Oh my
Like,
god, I hate that. I hate that karma system in Silent Hill.
I know, like,
There's no
fucking-
place in
I
Silent
tell
Hill.
I was gonna say, I tell you, Dishonored started that shit, with the whole, like, oh, you kill an enemy, you're a bad guy.
Actually, I think Infamous is the one that really like Mass
Oh,
Effect or
yeah,
Infamous, one of
yeah.
those two.
But Infamous did it, like, the way Infamous did it was, like, it was super easy, and you knew when to, like, if you want to be a good guy, oh, do it like this. And then you didn't have to bullshit, because that's the thing. It's like, it should be a choice, and it shouldn't feel like you're
Yeah.
being forced into it.
Yeah.
That's, like, why Infamous was so fun. And I'm still mad that Sony hasn't put it on PC yet, along with the second game.
Oh, I know. They don't give a fuck about Infamous anymore. It sucks.
Especially like, I don't care. Especially how dog shit the last game was. Like, I'm sorry, but I like again. Who is Joel's voice actor again? It's I always keep.
Oh,
forgetting his name.
Troy Baker. He's Delson. Yeah.
Delson. Yeah, look.
I don't
he's a
like
great
Delson.
Voice actor. I fucking hate Delson. Delson's a piece of shit.
I love Infamous Second Son, but I do not like Delson. He's annoying.
Yeah, Delson is like the most stereotypical annoying teenager stereotype ever. Like, and he's not even a teenager. He's like fucking 24 or something.
Yeah, and then but also with the thing that I'm concerned about with Bloober Team being there is that Bloober Team has never done combat in a game before, and their first attempt at combat is going to be Silent Hill 2. That's the game you're gonna choose to try to do combat for the first time.
Apparently, I just saw screenshots of. Let me check. I checked screenshots of their feed, and I'm like, oh yeah, this doesn't look good. Let's see. Key game features. Like, I'm gonna do it in your nasal voice. Here we go.
It's very blurry.
Yeah. Let's see. Revised AI and animations make this the most immersive Silent Hill yet.
Is that from that presentation that got leaked? The Sony presentation?
I think it says show screenshots, details, Silent Hill 5 announcement. What the
fuck? They're doing some kind of Silent Hill 5 that's being developed by a Japanese team, and then they're doing, those are honestly the two I'm a lot more interested in. And then they're doing like a short stories thing with Annapurna Interactive, and I'm like, okay, those two projects I'm more interested in. Silent Hill 2, I'm like, oh god, I'm so not. The sad part is, like, I'll play it. I'll probably, I don't know how I'll react to it, but it's I'm gonna play it. But
they'll put like two, like, I'm just reading myself. Let's see, redesign puzzle tie closer to the game's core narrative structure, and then 2 never before seen endings. Like, what else can you add in there? The dog ending. I want to get the dog ending.
Their own Bloober Team bullshit. Those are going to be the 2 new endings.
Let's see. Yeah, so it'll be like not semi-exclusive. What's that thing called again? It's like
timed console exclusive.
Yeah. So it'll be timed exclusive for a year.
The PlayStation. Yeah. I think it'll be on PC as well, right? According to that.
Yeah, PC sim ship, it says. And then
simultaneous ship. Okay.
And then, like, exclusive Silent Hill 5 announcement, and then a PT style demo. I hope this time they don't actually get rid of it again, like they did the other PT demo.
It'll be really fucked up if they just re-upload PT in its entirety and just name it something else. Just like, Silent Hill 5 teaser, and it's just PT again.
Yeah.
They just took Kojima's name out of it.
Yeah, let's see. ROFN for SH5 2024 and SH Short Stories number 1 2023 by Annapurna. Oh, Annapurna Interactive. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
That could be interesting.
Let's see.
They're very hit or miss with the games they publish, but they'll hit upon like great stuff every so often.
Yeah,
like
they call
Stray.
it PlayStation Advantage.
Oh god. Oh my god. But I just God, just Silent Hill.
Konami says they'll announce a new game, a series loved around the world at TGS.
That's what I think Silent Hill 2 is going to be. I think that presentation, that 45-minute presentation of that special game, I'm pretty sure that's going to be Silent Hill 2 remake. I'm pretty sure. It's I hope to God I'm wrong. If I come back today after I'm done with my thing, and I come back and I sit down to watch that state of play and record it, I hope to God I do not see Silent Hill 2 remake. Like, if I see that, I am just going. You'll see the look on my face. I'm just gonna be like crushed when I see that, because it's like what do we always say, Clay? Where it's the monkey's paw, where it's I wished for something and I got the absolute worst version of it.
Yeah.
I live in the worst timeline where Bloober Team is remaking Silent Hill 2.
God.
Just get.
And-
I bet
and
Ubisoft would do a
and
better job.
Wait, are you still recording?
I'm still
or,
streaming. I'm still
Yeah,
streaming.
I was gonna say. And reminder that this is Konami's second fucking attempt, technicality speaking, of remaking Silent Hill 2. So, they failed once. Like number 2. Like, I hope we don't get a number 3 remake over here for Silent Hill 2.
But
I know it's stupid.
I hope I'm wrong. I want to be wrong so bad. I've never wanted to be wrong more in my life, where it's like, please, no, I do not want this, but I know this is going to happen. There's too much evidence that's mounted to where it's like, this is more than likely a thing. And I know people are tired to death, like sick to death of hearing about Silent Hill over the years. But this is the one time where I'm like, oh God, no, don't do this, please. But they're gonna do it because I don't want it. Now they're gonna do it.
Oh yeah, that real quick, that Fatal Frame Project Zero game it's gonna be on Steam as well. It's multi-platform.
I saw that.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that myself. Let me check see anything else I missed.
There's quite a few things they had talked about during the state.
Okay, yeah, Triangle Strategy is going to Steam. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I knew that wouldn't be Switch exclusive for
Damn, you were right. Like, yeah, my friend Kev was right. Like, the multiplayer is exclusive to Switch, I think. Let me check to make sure.
Fucking Nintendo.
Again, that is so fucking stupid. I do not care. Like, like, oh, but they bought the rights. Like, yeah, but again, it's yes, you got it, but now you pissed off the Microsoft fans.
Boy. So closing thoughts on yeah, anything?
I think like we're all just like, I'm just like pissed off at the moment.
It was just too
and we're not kind of the
Yeah.
direct now, but
Yeah, the direct was just, I've honestly forgotten most things that they showed. The only things I really remember are just Tears of the Kingdom and then Pikmin, and Fire Emblem. That's really about it. All the other like farming Square Enix shit just like blurred into like this big sludge thing in my head.
Yeah. I just hope the next time they do this again, it kind of just felt like that they haven't done a direct in so long. They're like, okay, we need to throw something out so they think we're still alive.
Yeah.
I kept saying, look, if you're not ready to show it, then don't show it. Don't be, I hate to say, don't be a pussy, okay? Like, or at least like put on your Twitter, put on your social medias that like, look, we're not ready. We're apologize, but again, we're just not ready to show off our official game stuff. Again, and then people will understand.
Yeah.
Hell, like if CDPR did it for fucking like almost 10 fucking years. We're patient motherfuckers.
Nintendo did it very openly when they had to like redo Metroid Prime 4. Yeah, they're very open about that.
We're still being patient with that fucking game.
Yeah. I think they need to get better at like openly communicating and being like, hey, let's set some expectations here. Look, they kind of do like a little bit, but it's like I don't know. There's still room for improvement. But
oh my god, people were drawing fan art if Zelda was like that farm simulator. Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
I had people doing the Fortnite thing with it.
Oh really?
No, not what really? Oh my god.
Ugh. God. Oh
I
no.
I wouldn't be surprised in the future if I wouldn't be surprised in the future if Nintendo hasn't already like put some of their characters in for Fortnite. I mean, they could. I'm just saying, like, maybe.
To do it, if they ever do something like that, though, they're gonna have to make it so it's like Switch exclusive to like View, like they do with Rocket League, because they have the
Yeah.
Mario Kart Rocket League, but you can only see them if you play on Switch. Anyway,
Yeah.
that was the Nintendo Direct.
That's my review of that.
It's okay.
It's fine. I'd say mediocre. I'd go that far. Because it's like
yeah.
this is so like way too heavy on the third party stuff this time around.
It didn't feel like Nintendo.
Yeah,
No, it didn't.
Too much Square Enix stuff and too much like of
Farming shit.
showing one exact genre of game, you know?
Yeah, or games we already know about too. Like there's a lot of like repeats with the stuff they're showing. And then as far as the state of play, if you thought this was underwhelming, this direct, oh boy, just wait until that state of play until it's the most underwhelming thing ever. Besides Silent Hill 2
reminder,
remake.
Reminder, folks, it's only 20 minutes and they're only showing like 10 games.
Yeah, it's
10
just
games.
Keep your expectations extraordinarily low.
And we joked,
for this one.
we joked, and I hope to God this isn't true that they're going to show off at least 2 to 3 Square Enix games. Probably,
I can imagine it.
I would not. Yeah, I would not be surprised too that it's those same exact games that we just saw at the Nintendo Direct, but no, for PlayStation, the PlayStation version.
No, I think we're gonna get at least Forspoken, which again I'm sick to death of seeing.
Yeah, I do not want to see it. It fucking sucks.
And then maybe like Star Ocean or Valkyrie Profile, because I know they have console exclusivity with Valkyrie Elysium. They might show that, and then of course Konami with Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 2 remake. I would bet money on that being there.
Please no.
It's gonna happen. It's like it's like when you know that a family member is about to die. It's just like it's going to happen, but it's just
or it's like when you know like that really shitty family member has to stay in your house for like a while.
Yeah.
And then
it's that drunk racist Uncle Joe.
Yeah, like the Uncle Joe.
It's gonna take my room again.
Oh my god!
And probably bring a hooker into it.
Yeah, and then but then like not the monkey's paw situation, but then you realize, oh god. But then like I don't know, their fucking house blows up, and you realize, they're gonna stay here until you die.
They're gonna stay here forever.
Yeah,
they're gonna stay here forever.
My grandma.
Yeah,
basically my grandma.
Yeah, it's like, and then I think Street Fighter 6 will be there because they have to have some kind of Capcom representation. It makes sense.
I really I'm a little bit genuinely excited for it just because I'm curious about that whole creative Street Fighter shtick they were trying.
To
do. I know it sounds kind of boring and kind of typical, but honestly. Like, I know Mortal Kombat did it, but I feel like Capcom can kind of be a little more engaging with it. Yeah, I mean, like...
That weirdo campaign,
Yeah, because, you know... But again, I don't want to keep, like, dragging this stream on.
Oh, it's fine, dude. I don't have anything to do until... I don't have shit to do until...
I kind of have to get off.
Okay. No, I know. I want to end it as well, but as far as like time, you don't have to worry about it. At least on my end.
I was just saying that like with the creative fighter, if we're actually able to use these characters, I imagine it's like Tekken. It's like because it'd be super complicated to like make all these. Don't get me wrong, it'd be fun, but then people would be bitching and moaning, be like, "Oh, you can't have Ryu's Hadouken," and then Ken's like Shin Ryuken, you know?
No, you'll have to come up with like your own custom moves or something like that.
I know, like that'd be. I mean, there's games that do that, but then like I understand people say those are super difficult to like play because again, you don't know what your opponent can do. You know?
Yeah.
And like at least a Tekken is like, oh, okay, so it's like, oh, this is Bob. Oh, this is Kazuya. This is Jin.
Yeah.
Like this is how they fight, and then like that's it. But at least like with the character customization, it's like this is me. You know, but you're gonna choose a master and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's how they said they're gonna do it.
That'll be interesting. That I'm probably not gonna play it just because I'm really bad at fighting games nowadays. But I I'm it's when it appears at the PlayStation thing, I'll be like, okay, that makes sense, and I won't be like, ugh, Street Fighter 6, ugh.
Yeah. I still I know we were kind of like dogging on Street Fighter 5 for a while because of the lack
Deservedly
of content as a
so.
kid.
It deserved it though, because it came out
Yeah,
bare
totally.
bones.
Because I was like pissed off because I was like, man, you guys filled the brim, in my opinion, like with Street Fighter 4 content. You know,
Yeah.
Street Fighter 4 had so much fucking content.
Yeah.
And then Street Fighter 5, you released it like for $60 and it was like there's barely nothing. You could have okay, maybe if you put it like honestly, if
Mhm.
they said that was early access and they put it for like $10-20, I wouldn't have been mad. Hell, I would have commended Capcom if they did a move like that. But Capcom,
Mhm.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, crazy ass move. You know.
Yeah, but it's just as far as anything else, I have no fucking idea what they're gonna show. And I'm keeping my expectations again like extremely low.
Extremely low. Like
I don't
down
think
to
we're
the
gonna see
deep
like
end of
Final
the-
Fantasy. We're not getting crazy shit like Final Fantasy 16 or Kingdom Hearts 4 or anything like that.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way. No way. I mean, then again, I said that about the last State of Play, but I think that was an exception because
That was a fluke. Yeah,
that was a fluke.
Yeah.
I'm convinced that State of Play being so great was a fluke. So then again, they haven't done one since then. So maybe they do.
so
maybe they do have
yeah,
more
a huge-
worthwhile things to show at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah. Exactly what I was gonna say. Like, you know, again, they had the time. Is like, oh, we have these games developed. We could show off these trailers now and stuff.
Yeah. So anyway, that'll be it for me. Thank you everyone who
Yeah,
came by.
yeah.
Thank
I'm gonna
you,
go pass out till
Sonic.
like 5 or
Thank
6.
you, Nero.
Same.
Thank
Yeah, I
you,
need to fucking sleep,
David.
too.
Thank you, Lucas Notch, and thank you two for coming by and talking
Yep.
with me about
You're
it.
welcome.
I'm gonna go through this nightmare. Okay.
Even though we were like arguing way too much about the Last of Us Part 2.
Last of Us 2. I hate you, Razor.
Fucking
I hate
Last of
you.
Us 2.
I hate you, and I hope California burns in hell.
That's fine. I live here, and I hope California burns in hell.
Yeah, I hope I drown here in Jersey too, because I'm East Coast.
Alrighty, I'll catch y'all in the next
Yeah.
stream. So the State of Play will go up probably reaction depending on when I see it, probably like tonight or tomorrow morning. If anything's interesting out of it, I'll isolate that and throw it up as like a thing. I'll probably, if they show Silent Hill 2, I'm probably gonna like isolate my reaction to it, just be like, oh fuck, I'll be so disappointed. I'll be so crushed. Anyway, thank you all for coming by, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.
Oh yeah, you know, real quick, I was like, I completely